Hello, not a good gamer. Hold on, I'm popping up chat. I am here to legit, to quit. Mm. Kitty.
Hello.
Hello.
I won the trivia.
Yay, Doors One offers an art well, I can't even talk. Awesome and epic trivia.
That's because Gaffa had to go tend to his tomatoes.
Oh.
Because him and I were like tied, and then he missed like two questions. That's it. He even said, "Doris, take my tomatoes, please."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So,
Hi.
how was you tonight?
I'm alright. Tired,
It's
but
all
I'm
right.
alright.
Tired. Yeah,
How was you when you woke up this morning?
I was good. I actually woke up this afternoon, not this morning, but
Oh. Mm.
yeah, I got to sleep in.
Hey, mascot. Hey, Jesse James. Hello, JoJo. Sorry,
All right, let me find your.
had to pop out chat. How was everybody's night?
Hey, mascot gamer, Jesse, Jojo, hello.
Fluffer, I'm coming. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean.
All right. While you do that, I am gonna go pee and make a drink.
Okay.
So I'm not suitable, or and we're not doing shots tonight, right?
No, no,
All
no.
right, good.
I got church in the morning.
Um, I don't want the link now if you're not coming.
Toy Man Ray, thank you, Toy Man.
Oh God, hold on. I was just over there too.
Mm,
I was everywhere.
I know. Toy Man, I would have joined your channel, but I don't know nothing about trains. Just how to
You
ride
don't
them.
have to. You don't have to. Half of them over there don't know nothing about trains.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know where I could fit in, so I just listened and pretended like I knew what the hell was being said. But I love you, Ron. Thank you, Raiders. I greatly appreciate all of you. Much love.
It's all right. I sent the invite, so
Uh,
I don't think he would have been too offended if he didn't turn up because he didn't know. Mm. And yeah, apparently I did make a mistake with MBA. I told him the 10th instead of the 8th, but he knew it was Thirsty Thursday. He had a family thing to do or something and couldn't get away. So
Hey, squirrel. You want a link? Let me know. I sent you one. Yeah, no, he kept making me feel bad because he felt guilty for missing, and I'm like, stop it.
I know, but he sang happy birthday. So I called you over because he really wanted you to come in and say it so he could sing happy birthday. He said, I hope they turn up so I can sing them. So I thought, well, I'll send you a link. Then you get your ass over here. And he was really happy you did. So
Yeah, he was happy to do it. I messaged Doris twice. The first time she was eating, and the second time I messaged her again. And then Jimmy popped in too in the chat right as I messaged Doris again, so it worked out perfectly.
Ron says hi, sweetheart.
I know. I said hi. And Tony gave us a one-man raid. And if you would like a link, I will send you one.
As she reaches for a bra, that spins me out. Really does.
Sorry, sorry. Um,
Anytime you want a link, I'll just grab one out of here.
well, a squirrel, you know. I don't.
Yeah,
Someone,
it's
someone telling
it's
me to go fuck off makes me want to grab my bra. I don't know.
Lisa. It's
What?
Squirrel. He wants Mark's nuts, not your bra, right?
My nuts look better to him, anyways. Hi, Doris. We're behaving.
Hi.
Speaking of better looking nuts, how you going, Doris?
Hello, Fluffy.
So did MBA sing you happy birthday?
He did.
Wasn't that wonderful of him?
It
He's
was.
he's such a lovely man.
He is. And when he's that drunk, Doris, he's fucking hilarious.
Oh my God. He was, I was sitting here crying
Uh huh.
when
Uh
he
huh.
was cracking himself up. I was like, oh my God. I was like, he's freaking killing himself.
And he has that laugh like that dog, that cartoon dog.
Yeah.
Mhm. And the drunker he gets, the more he sounds like that cartoon dog. Oh, I love him. I do. I do. I,
I,
I forgot.
I got to remember be there tomorrow though.
Oh, he's live streaming tomorrow too.
I thought he said
He's
he
doing,
was
he's doing his
releasing.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah. It was our fault. He got drunk tonight, Doris. He said, I didn't know I was going live tonight, but it's somebody's birthday. I missed it. So here I am. So I said, you wasn't there. So I was like, hashtag Lisa's birthday did it.
Yeah, I think he felt that guilty. He had to go live to at least celebrate your birthday.
He's so cute.
He is. I love him. He looks like the dude from ZZ Top.
Hi, Jesse.
Doris, he said TikTok don't like his country ass.
Really? But
So
didn't he say it got a lot of watches and shares and
I don't
likes?
know. I don't know. In between all that, he said TikTok don't like my country ass. TikTok can kiss my country ass. I said, oh my god. Oh jeez.
Still reckon he ought to do another CD and put it up on all those music media things you can do now.
I think so too. I think we should all get together and encourage him. He
We've been
said.
trying to for the last 12 months. He didn't want to.
He said. I hope y'all drunk listening to me. At least as drunk as I am. So I sound good. Oh Lord.
Oh, he was belting them out though. He was
Yeah,
doing a
right.
really good job today. He was
Yes,
belting them out and
right.
he was hitting them well.
Yeah, he even broke a guitar string before he got in there, Doris. That was funny. His drunk ass trying to restring the guitar
That must
was
have been
funny.
hilarious. It was funny. No sooner did I saw you text. I was eating when you sent it. So then I
Mm-hmm.
saw it and I jumped on my computer and I was turning my computer on and Jimmy comes in and he's like, hey, NBA wants you to. I'm like, I know, I'm going. I just got Lisa's text.
Oh God. He felt so bad for missing it. And he got so drunk at one point, he thought yesterday was Thirsty Thursday.
I know. He kept saying he went live last night.
And so you just let him go because at that point, there's
Uh
no
huh.
telling them different. You just nod. Hmm.
Right. Well, and that's like when he thought Shanae was the one that spent the day in the garage,
Yeah.
and that's what he cracked up about. He cracked himself up.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have the heart to tell him it was he was she wasn't the one that was in the garage.
uh, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, maybe five, we were listen. I listened to his stream every Sunday. Every Sunday he live streams. I'm there and listening. I may not always type and chat right away, but I'm listening. Mark had him dying laughing for about a half hour. he would pull his shit back together, and then he'd just look back in chat and see what Mark wrote and die laughing again. What the fuck was it? He's long neck from the waist down. That's not what he usually says. But he was so drunk he fucked it up. So Mark died and kept typing it in chat. And every time he saw it, he died laughing. Died. So I was like, Mark, stop typing it in the chat. You're gonna kill the man. He can't talk. Like he was wiping tears off his eyes.
But yeah, oh my god, when
Hi,
he was
Taz.
laughing today, I was literally in
Yeah,
tears
you
from
can't help but to laugh
laughing.
with him.
Yeah, I couldn't stop.
I
I
know.
couldn't get
That's why I tell everybody when it's the Sunday I know he's going live because usually he goes live every other Sunday. So usually when I know it's his Sunday, I tell everybody he's going live the next night. I drop his link because he is one of Mike introduced me to him a year ago Thursday.
Yeah.
Um, because that time he was live streaming more than he did now, and I'm not sure what day it was. Actually, my birthday fell on last year. Um, but Mike sent me this link and was like, "Lisa, come over and check this guy out. He's a good friend of mine. I think you'll like it." So I go over there, and
Tuesday.
yeah, and Mike was like, "Are you gonna come?" I was like, "I'm there. I'm listening." He was like, "We're talking chat." So I wrote in chat, and he already knew I was coming. He already knew who I was, and he started singing "Happy Birthday" to me, and I was
Aw.
like, "Oh, Mike,"
Hey, Seth.
and I've been there ever
Yeah,
since.
I think it was
And he,
Tuesday last year.
yeah, well, he was live streaming, and he is one of my absolute favorite places to go because like you can go there and you can just listen to music and laugh, and it's always a good time there. You're always laughing. You're guaranteed to smile. You just I don't know how to describe it. I'm not trying to blow his head up, but like
Yeah.
I always Carlos. Well, thank you for making an appearance. I feel honored. It's been a while. Nobody fuck with Carlos. Okay. Now, um, I just leave there. While I'm
Goes
there,
from
while I'm
use a
there, I'm
rich
in a
life
happy
of
place.
road trips.
Yep.
And then, like, I don't know, like when I leave there, I could be in the worst moods, but like I feel so much better. Like weight's been lifted off me, and that's not an exaggeration. So
Oh,
that's why I shout his channel out all the time when I'm
it's
thank you.
it's it's not only that. When the guy does the one thing I like about Roland, when he starts deciding he wants to do something, if someone asks for a request, he spends that week finding and learning how he can sing that song until he gets it right. And if he doesn't get it right, he say, "I'm not doing it. I can't. I'm not 100% comfortable with doing it." But as soon as he does belt out that song, I don't care if he hits a note wrong. I don't care if he just makes it sound a little bit. eh, It doesn't never sound bad.
Right,
It always sounds like something you want to, and you always go, "Yeah, come on, let's get on with the next one. Let's go to the next one," and you feel really good after. I send everybody there as long
right.
often.
I sent Mojo. I keep encouraging Mojo to go over there and listen to him.
Hangers
Hangers suck
suck
ass.
ass.
I'm sorry, Bashful. The
No
link for that
wire
one thing.
hangers, Bashful?
She
Should we
she
read you
would
the
never
link?
use wide hangers. Do you not know who you're
Why?
talking to? She's not
How
Why?
even
Why
many
do
listening.
we?
times have I
Hold,
said no wire hangers?
hold on, Carlos. Why do we want to go over and troll this rich life of road trips?
That's
I
what
know he's
Carlos
live.
does. That's Carlos's thing. You just say thank you for stopping in, Carlos. Have a good night. Good to see you, and let him go.
No,
I have
I
one
go
thing
over.
with Carlos. If you're good and nice to him, he's good and nice to you.
Oh, I
So
thought we'd just go over and raid the guy, but if you troll
mm,
him,
I met him. Fuck, did I meet Carlos? Was it
Wasn't he one of
Mojo?
your was he one of the ones that was your troll?
Nah, Carlos has always been good to me. He's never trolled me. Hello, Anthony. I seen him troll the fuck out of others.
Hey, Anthony.
He's one of those. He's one of those trolls. You're happy that he likes you.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't remember if I met him with Mojo or first time I met him was with Mojo or with Mosey O'Kelly. I can't remember. But anyways, yes, Carlos is a troll,
well,
and
that explains why Jimmy's not here annoying us.
Jimmy be here when he get here.
Yeah, he's on somebody
He's over on
else's.
Ken's.
I was gonna say he's on somebody else's stream. I don't know whose, but
Yeah, he's over on Ken's.
Bashful, you passed out before we did. How do you have a hangover?
right, Bashful.
Hello, ability of mama too. Hello, and yes, Carlos is a good choice. As long as you're good to him. I've seen people go after him, and he can be nasty, but as long as he's not nasty to me, I'm happy.
High ability of moms.
Oh my God, Bashful, I'm shocked you have wired hangers.
Right? What do you use wire hangers for, Bashful? Not your pretty dresses, I hope.
I'm scared to know why she has wired hangers. Actually,
Yeah, can't believe how many times my missus has bought wire hangers and I've thrown them in the bin.
yeah.
Why do you do that? It's because it's not good for your clothes.
No, I do it because mommy dearest. That's why I do it.
Hey, Mr. Strokers, how are
Which
you?
reminds me, it's time for me to knit covers for my wooden coat hangers.
Wow, fancy schmancy.
Right?
What? I do it all the time. Hold on, I'll go get you some.
Mm.
I want some covers for my wooden hangers. I only have like 2 wooden hangers, but
Them fuckers are expensive.
hmm Yep, I buy the 10 pack at Dollar General. It's like $3 for 10 plastic hangers.
Yeah. I go to Goodwill and you get like 20 for $1.50.
Nope.
Thank you, ability mom.
See,
Thank
these are
you,
the
ability. Oh, my grandmother
That's
used to
cute.
make those.
these are my daughters.
I was gonna say those are very small. I can't picture your clothes fitting on those hangers.
Not we're not
No
going
more wire hangers.
That's what we've been talking about all night.
No more
I,
wire hangers.
I still got wire hangers. I can't break into cars without them.
She fucking freaked the fuck out. Well, you gotta
That's
have
what I
them.
thought Bashful had him for, to break in the cars, to tie somebody up. I didn't
Mhm.
know. I'm scared to ask.
Yep.
Liability, mom. And they
Right?
got kids. I get pissed off when they break the plastic ones. I can only imagine how I'd be if they
Uh-huh.
damage the wooden one.
The wire ones are free. They come from the dry cleaner, you know? Come on.
Ugh.
What's up, Mr. Stokers? Just hanging out, stirring a
Yep.
pot.
The only wooden hangers I have are ones that like if somebody gave me a shirt or something that was on the hanger already.
Oh,
Those are the only wooden hangers I have. My ass ain't never bought one. Cause like Lisa said, those fucking things are expensive.
These are mine.
Gary, you're not blocked. We see you.
Who? What? What's up,
Yeah, Gary, we
D-Bag?
can see you. You're
I
not
should
blocked.
say my wire hangers. That's a good idea, Bashful. Hello, D-Bag. I'm glad you're here
Yeah,
too. Welcome.
not only you got to crochet them, you got to stuff them because the wire still makes the crochet damage your clothes. That's why I just go to wooden hangers.
Yeah,
These
it
are only
needs
like
that line.
these are $10 for 5.
$2 a
That's
piece.
still $2 a hanger.
Yeah, I know, but they're
Holy shit.
wooden. They last forever.
They don't last
Why-
forever.
Not if you beat people with it.
For Christ's sake.
Doris, that's why we invented hammers.
The dogs eat them. Fucking.
You didn't see
I
my
don't.
Jello?
I don't have dogs.
Yeah, Gary, I said hi to you.
Uh-huh. What up, Gary? I just got pissed at the game Grand Theft Auto 5. Online sniping. Yeah.
Well,
That's why I don't play with money.
I don't I don't know what to say.
So
Mr.
Jimmy, I won the trivia just
Oh, you
because
did?
Fluffy.
We
Yes,
lost the link before we could fucking.
only because Fluffy had to go tend to his tomatoes. So I beat him by 2 points, which
Hello,
were
Uh,
the 2
Lucianne.
questions he missed.
what's up, Lizzie Ann? So how did I do? What did I get?
I think you got 13
Nice.
funny points.
Bam, bam, bam mowers.
I was on my
Hello.
game. What up, Bama?
Hi, Lissy.
How you doing? How you doing, Doug?
And they said they were like, so we'll send you 2 Aussie packages.
Message me, Bashful.
Cool.
Message
And
me.
um
They
you
already
can
owe us
share
two.
with Jimmy. I'm like, I gotta share with Jimmy?
They already owe me one.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to have a talk to Brian and Andy. You guys are getting Vegemite.
Please don't.
I'm the only fucking one in this community that has not gotten a postcard from Awesome and Epic yet.
We haven't gotten one.
We haven't got one. I
I
only
earned
get
it. I earned it a few months ago.
I was gonna say I won
middle of
last week's
COVID.
trivia, or I'm sorry,
Mhm.
Squirrel won last week's trivia and told them to give me the prize,
Yeah.
and then I won this week's, so I'm getting 2 postcards just because of that.
Hey, I haven't got one either.
You got to go to a trivia night, Lisa.
You got to meet them in person. You don't need no damn postcard.
Right? You live
That's
in the
not a
same
bonus,
damn
you know.
country.
Cool
Look,
beans. Doug.
I'll drive over there this week and kick their ass for you, all right?
Bama movers, how are you? Bashful. Wow.
Uh-huh.
ABC.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Now
Bashful
I'm
message
like,
me.
wow. The
Bashful.
mind is going. Bashful.
Woosah, Bashful. Message me.
Bashful, get your bloody bathtub up here.
Yeah. That's all.
So, I want to thank everybody that joined us last night. We had a very, very good time.
I had a lot of fun.
Yes, it was awesome. There was, even with the thumbs down, there was
How many
about
We got thumbs
65 people
down.
there.
We got
Four.
thumbs down.
Four.
Oh, only 4?
Only four.
Motherfuckers.
Fuck.
There's
Why-
four
That's because they were
Aussies.
jelly. We were having such a good time.
No, 4 Aussies said they liked the stream.
Right. So technically, there was 65 viewers and we got almost 400 views. So it was a very, very good night. So I want to thank everybody that came through, stuck around, laughed with us, had a drink with us. I want to thank Skeeter. I know how very busy he's been and everything he's going through.
And he
I
still
wanna
came and have a drink with us.
Yes, thank you for coming and have a drink with us. Lauren, thank you for lurking even though you didn't speak and come up. I understand what you're going through right now. Um, and thank you, NBA, for doing something special for me and Doris tonight. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated it. And we love you. You know, you
Mwah.
don't have to get it.
It was very nice to be sung happy birthday too.
I'll be right back.
And I have to admit, at one point last night, I got up to go into the bathroom, and thank God Jimmy came to check on me because I went to stand up for the toilet. And I started stumbling back. So he puts his hands up. He's like, "You going back to your seat?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he's like,
We said,
"I'll walk
Jimmy,
with you."
Jimmy, where'd Doris go? He said, oh no, we may have to send the search party out for her in a minute. I said, go check on her. Go check on her. He said, I'll be back.
Yeah, it's a good thing you did.
It was me and somebody else that was like, go check on her. He was like, oh, I'll be back. Send the search party. You're the only search party there. We're all on camera.
Well, and it didn't help that I was drinking shots from a tumbler like it was a shot glass, but
It was a shot glass. It was a New England shot glass.
well, and
So
usually
that's how we roll. That's how we roll.
I don't usually do shots. I just sit there and sip on my rum and cokes and
Well, I was just fucking around about the super chats for shots just to bust with Jimmy. You know, bust Jimmy's balls. You know, I was expecting him to yell at me for taking his shit.
and I
But
couldn't
yeah,
believe freaking
B lady.
lady. I was like, oh shit.
I don't even have enough liquor for this. Like, and then Mark goes and gets more shots, and the shots that I can't stand, and I'm not gonna drink.
But yeah, it was funny because I was looking at those yesterday when I went to go get the captains, and I was like, nah.
I've only got 2 things to say on this.
Yes.
One, I hope you ladies had a really good night last night.
I
And 2, I don't know how you're going to top it next year.
I know, right?
I know
Uh,
we're gonna have photos of Doris plastered out in the bathroom. That's what we're having next year.
and I learned a very valuable lesson, and I promised Ron, Toyman, and Jimmy gave me a lecture too. But Ron was really worried about me. Um, Last year I drank too much and passed out in my bathroom and got sick, and I locked myself in the bathroom, and Mark had to open the door and get me out and end the live stream because I kept trying to keep up with them. So
yeah,
Ron,
that's dangerous.
right? So Ron had a very long talk with me because he was really concerned, and I promised him I would never do it again, and to know my limit. So that's what I did last night. At a
Yep.
certain point, I was like, I'm done.
I was glad when you said that we weren't doing any more shots.
Yeah, me and Jim, and that's when Jimmy was like, "Yeah, Doris is done too." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm done. That's my limit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be so sloppy that I can't get
Yeah.
up the next morning."
And from that point was when we started enjoying the music and
Yeah.
relax and sit back, and it was good.
Right. So, yeah, I promised Ron I would never ever do that again, and it scared me too. So, yeah, and Jimmy had
Yeah, I
to
would have
teach me.
stayed on the stream all night, but I didn't have enough alcohol in me to put up with some of the people. So
I
Yeah.
understand.
But yeah, that's the good thing about Jimmy. Jimmy will just quietly be like, "Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
You've like he brought me a Coke. He's like, drink this.
Mhm. Yeah,
He made me
no,
something to eat.
Jimmy kind of cut us both off.
Yeah.
no. You should have drunk water, not Coke. Coke don't help you.
He
You
probably
wouldn't have had
bought
a
her the
hangover
coke.
or felt like shit
He
this
pro-
morning if you'd drunk water.
he
Oh,
probably
I was
bought
good. I did like I slept in. I wasn't getting up early, so I
yeah,
slept in and
and he probably bought her the coke because he knew there's a better chance she was gonna drink that coke than that water.
yeah. I probably would have kept sipping on the Jack and Coke or the Captain's Coke if he had brought me water. I hate water.
Yeah, I know, but you got to down water
Yeah,
before you go
Basil,
to
that's
sleep.
usually what
Cuts the
happens.
dehydration.
You're with us. You're with us right until you smoke, and then when you
Yep.
smoke, she's gone.
Oh God, bashful. I remember I made that mistake once with one of our friends. I never smoke either. And one night we were out and he wrapped a bunch of blunts. And I think I had a bad week or something. And he was like, "Here, come outside with me." And he's like, "Take a hit off this." Well, I did. And I took like 4 hits and I was drinking. Oh my God. I was like pretty much passed out. Thank God we were at a private bar. Like it was his gun club's bar. So like I wasn't like in public anywhere because I was pretty much zoned out on the bar, couldn't stand, and was basically falling asleep at the bar. And it wasn't until I smoked that that happened. So yeah, I've learned my lesson with that. I don't, like I said, I hardly ever smoke anyway, but
But
I
Doris,
won't smoke if
you're
I'm
making it
drinking.
sound like a bad thing.
It's not. I mean, I will
Oh, it's a
smoke
good
here
thing.
and there, but
Yeah, you want to have a good night's sleep, you get stoned. Guarantee you sleep
exactly.
like a baby.
Like I think the last time was probably a month ago. I think my arthritis was really flared up and my meds weren't
Mm,
working. So I went into Jimmy and I'm like, "You have to roll something for me." And I
yep.
think I took like 2 hits off it. It was like, "I'm going to bed now."
And just so you know, folks, it doesn't make your arthritis go away, but it makes you not give a shit.
Right. As Jimmy likes to say, it numbs your brain so you don't feel it anymore.
hmm
And if you do
Well,
feel it, you
Jimmy
don't
need to
give a shit.
stop
It's just another
smoking.
trip.
Stop smoking so much. Your brain is numb enough.
But yep. So just here and there, I'll do it if we're out with friends or if I'm in a lot of pain.
That's why I used to make cookies. There's always got a cookie in the cupboard if you need to have that quick. Always speaking of
Yeah.
cookies.
And that's what a lot of my friends say that I would probably like the edibles, like brownies or cookies or something.
Yeah.
Hi, Tony.
Howdy.
How are you fucking monkey eating a banana?
I'm doing fucking well.
I thought so.
Oh no, Bashful.
Oh shit. That's what's in.
Yeah, she's in chat.
Damn it.
Yeah, bashful. I didn't have to work yesterday, so and I was up late with Jimmy on Thursday, so I slept late yesterday. I think that's why I was able to make it so long last night.
Bashful, that's why we invented sickies.
Sickies? What are sickies?
When you take sick days off, we call them sickies.
So you guys call them in Australia, you call them sickies?
That's cute.
Because over here, that would be a douchebag way to say it. Seriously.
So,
It would.
it is sickies. It's actually against the law in Australia to crack a sickie after a weekend.
Really?
A fucking sickie. This is really a word.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Do you pull your penis out and say, look at my dicky?
No.
So it's really against the law for you to call in sick after a weekend?
No, Doris, you misunderstood. That's not against the law. It's against the law to pull a sickie. The difference. Yep.
The Australian government decided to declare anyone who took a sickie without a legitimate medical certificate was not to get paid for that day.
Really?
Yeah, because we're renowned for getting pissed on the weekend and having hangovers.
Yeah, you're renowned for it, not the Irish. Fuck those guys.
Jimmy got popcorn. Jimmy got outer. Cuter overnight.
Hey,
Dave, the producer.
Thank you.
Yeah, where were you the last 2 days? You should have been throwing money out 2 days ago. It was Lisa's birthday. You missed it.
Right, he missed it, so he's throwing money out now, and you bitching about it?
Doris's birthday.
I'm not getting any.
And Doris's birthday.
Yeah, me neither. I'm bitch about it with you. Yeah, what Gaff said. You fuck.
It's good to see you. I hope you're safe during these hurricanes, David.
I'm good, thanks. No. There he is. The reason why I wasn't going to come on panel. Jimmy C is here, folks.
What up? Oh, look at that, Dave, the producer. What up, dude? Cool.
I need to read this out again, Lisa.
We feel it, homie.
Okay, go on.
I need to read this out again. Budget, Bushcraft, and RV Life said Jimmy got cuter overnight. What the hell?
Because you have my picture up. So Budget Bushcraft said you got cuter overnight.
Cuter overnight. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, Budget. That happens to me too. The more I drink, the cuter he gets. That's why I started drinking a lot after 10 years.
Started drinking or just start doing it in the open where everyone could see
When we
it?
first got married, I didn't drink at all. And then I got sick of being all his friends' designated driver.
So Tony, I was talking about you today with a friend.
I'm used to this shit. Go ahead.
I sent her the channel link because I showed her one of your videos and she absolutely fucking died and used it. And then, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Next time, tell her to subscribe, will you?
That's what she did.
I haven't fucking getting a subscriber today.
Oh, that's what she said. I sent her the link. She said she was going to
Give
subscribe.
me your phone number. What's the phone number? I'll call her right now. What the fuck is the phone number? Yeah, it's the fucking squirrel. You don't get to enjoy my channel and not subscribe. Somebody subscribe. I don't know.
Wait, why don't you just do a video?
Yeah.
Right? Do a fuck you video and say, if you're going to fucking watch my videos, fucking subscribe.
If as many people that told me they watch my videos actually watch my videos, my views would be a lot better than they are.
Well, I know she watched the fucking video because I watched it with her.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sure she did. I was just making it funny.
I know you were.
Dave, the producer, why don't you just get up here? I know you want to.
Oh, boy.
How was your day? How was your day, Tony?
Oh, it was all right. Did a lot today, actually. I got up early and fucking cleaned up the kitchen, made the kids all breakfast, had breakfast done. My wife sleep into like 10 o'clock. Just hung out with the kids, and then I had to go to the dump today. I had to go to fucking Dollar Tree, Walmart. I always fucking stupid shit, dude. Did all that running around. Went to the bank, paid my mortgage, all that fun stuff. And then
Hey everyone.
Hey,
Hey.
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Hey, how you all doing?
I don't know if I was any better. I'd be fucking twins. And then took the kids fishing this evening. Went fishing for a while.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We did a dump run today too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I spend the afternoon out in the fucking garage working
Yeah.
on the chopper.
There you go.
Did a little leaf
Nice.
raking too.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking forward to leaf raking.
No.
Fucking hate leaf.
I got one spot that I'm doing redneck landfill in, but we just
Mhm.
push them over there. You know, we don't bag them or nothing like that. Just rake them into one spot. And I got the 4-year-old kid upstairs drags
Yeah.
his wagon around, so I just rake up piles and he drags them to the
Nice.
landfill. Yeah, fucking perfect afternoon.
Hi Vanessa. Bye Vanessa.
It was good to see you, Vanessa.
It was good seeing you.
Bye.
Thanks for the quick drive by.
I don't do leaf raking. I just leave them there.
Well, you know, they kind of ruin the ground if you just leave them there.
Yeah, the ground ain't that good underneath them anyway. It looks better with the leaves.
Well, I got grass under some of mine and some really, you know, just like green stuff that grows underneath the leaves. So it looks better without the leaves.
No, I just got weeds and I don't want to mow weeds.
Mm. Well, over here in America, most of those weeds that are growing actually have uses if you, you know, chose to, you know, pay attention to what they are.
Well, you just hit the nail on the head, Jimmy. I don't choose to pay attention.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
just
choose to
saying.
pay attention either.
You'd be surprised in what they call a weed that it's actually used in medicine. A lot of it.
Dandelions.
Mm-hmm.
Dandelions have great healing properties to them.
No, these are weeds.
Mm-hmm.
Definition of a
back and
weed,
get me a drink.
an unwanted plant, and all the plants in my backyard are unwanted.
Oh, so why don't you just like pave it?
It's 45 degrees. The paving will fall downhill.
Like gravel it. Paving will
45
fall
degrees. Who
down.
gives a fuck? Just let it grow wild and say fuck it. Who cares?
I did.
Fuck you doing on it anyway? Nothing, right?
I did. I did let it grow wild.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still bitching about it.
Oh.
You're not happy? Go get a whippersnipper. Control it yourself.
The hell is a whippersnipper?
Weed eater.
Oh.
See that?
Mhm.
I would go get a fucking whippersnapper, but then I'd have to fucking take a sickie to watch videos all day. I don't know how to use it, you know? You got time for no sickie.
Shove the leaves in the lake. How do you shove leaves in the lake? You just blow them in there.
Watch them sink.
And she is getting old.
They do eventually.
I think that's basically what, you know, same thing I'm doing. It's just a different landfill.
The fish love a fucking mess. They love fucking in a mess. And squirrels love fallen leaves too because they can find their nuts easier.
How much? What happened?
That's another reason I rake is to be able to get all the fucking acorns that are starting to sprout. You know?
Yep.
Don't need to be growing more fucking trees. You know? Not in this yard, anyways. It's already got
No.
enough of them.
Yeah, we already have way too many leaves as it is.
Got three, at least three, maybe. Actually, probably got about half a dozen that need to go. That one with the widowmaker hanging up in it. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's like right over the driveway.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yeah.
Thing's weird. Like
A top half of
there's
the tree.
one.
The tree's only like fucking, you know, maybe 15, 20 feet tall. because the rest of it snapped off years ago, and it's got like 2 branches coming out, and there's a huge widowmaker sitting on top of it.
And the only thing holding it up are the branches on those 2
Yeah.
branches.
Yeah.
Like they're close enough that that's what's
Mhm.
holding. Like
It's
it's
like, why
completely
is this
detached.
tree still alive?
Yep. Dude, my neighbor had a tree that did the same thing. It snapped halfway up, but it just sat there leaning against the tree next to it. So
Yeah.
when I moved, when we bought this house 4 years ago, that fucking thing was sitting like that and had just like, he was like, oh, that just happened a couple months ago, whatever, It was literally like, it was like 3/4 of a fucking tree. Huge fucking tree. 3/4 of it just sitting there, right? About 4 months ago, the guy decides he's going to get it all taken care of, right? It costs over $3,000 because it's so dangerous because they got to come in and remove 3/4 of the fucking tree balancing on top of the piece that's still in the ground, leaning against 3 trees next to it.
Yep.
They come in, they assess it, they tell them it's going to be like $3,600. It ended up being like $3,100 total at the end of that's what they ended up quoting him. It ended up being cheaper because when they came to do it, they were coming to do it on a Saturday morning. Friday night, the fucking tree fell off the fucking other ones.
Oh shit.
4 years it sat there and it fell off and crushed his fucking shed.
Well, and that's
Destroyed
what
his
I'm
fucking
afraid
shed.
of. I'm afraid that this is gonna fall just as someone's driving in because it's literally right in our driveway.
Yep. What's
Yeah,
up, Cody?
Thank
Hello,
you, Cody.
Yep.
I am too, brother.
So Cody, if you're a big WWE fan, you should go check out Doris's channel. Doris, drop your link in the chat.
I was gonna say.
Also, Doris's link is in our about section. She's one of the spotlighted channels. She does wrestling streams twice a week.
Drink water, fish fuck there. Fish shit there.
Yeah.
But fish shit is good for you. It's plankton. Oh man. I'm sorry. I needed something to eat,
Oh,
Yeah,
I think I did the wrong one.
I'm finishing my leftover dinner. Never drink water. Fuck. Fish fuck there. Well,
There's the right link.
There it is. I don't know.
We're doing pretty good, Cody.
Fucking chilling.
We had a kind of wild couple of nights Thursday and Friday, so
yep, we're just chilling now.
Yep.
It's been a mellow day. I mean, even NBA getting drunk early, and playing. That was just mellow, man. I was kicking back, fucking just chilled.
Yeah.
Oh my
Listen
god,
to
me
him.
and Lisa were talking about when he was cracking himself up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was literally crying, sitting here crying.
Uh-huh. Thinking Sinead wrote what I wrote.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Cody.
Jimmy, I said when he laughs, he sounds like that cartoon dog.
Well, I'm off to bed. I just want to come on and say hi to y'all. I saw you
All
on.
right,
So
good
Have
night,
a good
Tony.
night,
Thank
Tony.
you for
fuck
joining
out
us.
of here. Going to bed. Being fucking glorious as usual.
Later.
Not Tony.
Good night,
Love you,
everybody.
Tony. Thank you for stopping by.
Love you too. Be good, huh? Happy belated birthday to both of you. One more time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. See you, Jimmy. See you, Gaffer.
Peace.
Good night, everybody. This is the most normal fucking goodbye I've ever done. See you.
Ah, fucking leave already.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I fucking like it.
But yeah, Cody, I usually do a couple of videos a week and I do a couple of live streams a week on wrestling.
Monday Night Raw, she does the play-by-play color commentating. So you watch it while she commentates on it. Or if you can't watch it, you can just listen to her.
And then I try to do an NXT video and I do a SmackDown video.
And Wednesday night is kind of a free-for-all hangout.
That is.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what'd you have for dinner, Lisa?
Mr. J, what up?
What's
Hello,
up,
Mr.
Mr.
J.
J?
Mark grilled some steaks.
Nice.
Who was it? Mushrooms and steak?
No, she
No,
said
Mark grilled
Mark
steaks.
grilled steaks.
Oh.
And we
Oh.
had potato and macaroni salad with it.
Nice. Yeah, I was kind of lazy today, so I just cooked up some hamburg patties, made some dirty rice, and made a gravy to go with it.
Wasn't
That's
bad.
how they
So 2 things. What do you constitute macaroni salad?
Macaroni, mayonnaise, and vinegar.
I had tuna fish to mine and deviled eggs.
I like tuna fish, and I don't make it like that because Jimmy doesn't like it like that. But I usually like to put tuna, cucumbers,
You can put a little celery in there,
sometimes
some
tomatoes.
onion.
My mother,
And
my
Mm.
mother
what do you
makes
call?
it with onions, celery, black olives, tuna
Yeah,
fish,
yeah.
deviled eggs. I
Yeah.
hate when they make it with peas.
We
I
I
just
love
add
everything you
tomato.
said except for the egg thing. I'm not.
Yeah, he doesn't like
We,
eggs
Oh,
mixed with mayonnaise for some reason.
I really
we,
prefer the mayo version.
Okay,
Sorry, calling
Fluffy.
on Gaffer. Gaffer's trying to talk. Right.
here we just do macaroni and tomato paste and a little bit of salad tossed in with it.
Tomato paste.
Ah.
That's weird.
No, it's nice, Doris. You really got to, especially if you use the vinegary one. That oh, it's best. Anyway,
Ketchup.
well, no, it's not quite ketchup. That's the problem. It's a bit too ketchup, a bit too sweet for it. It needs to have that bite.
Yeah.
Anyway, and what do you call dirty rice?
Usually it's like a brown rice and it's added with spices and some sort of meat. Like I
Yeah,
just
like-
used a pound of ground hamburg because I was making it with hamburg patties.
Ah, risotto.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much same thing.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
And Cody, you are correct. I agree.
I do too. But
Yeah.
I also love a good chef salad.
Oh, I love chef salad. Chef salad and Cobb salad.
I'd hate to see what COVID's going to do to wrestling. They're going to stand in the corner and yell insults at each other. Social distancing, social distancing. It's like here
yes.
when they play
Cody.
sport, because sport's such a contact thing here in Australia. I mean, our football is, you guys do, American football and shit where you bang into each other and you take each other out and then you throw the ball and all that shit. Here, we're just constantly chasing each other and taking each other down. And so it's just a full-on contact sport. But the rules are when you're not playing the game, you're not allowed to touch each other.
Oh.
When you get a point, you're not allowed to do chest bumps. You're not allowed to do high fives, because it's all COVID thing. But
Mhm.
you can beat the living bejesus out of each other when each other's got the ball. That's
Right,
That is
Seriously?
true,
bashful.
Bashful. That is true.
Yeah, that's the only difference between dirty rice and risotto. Dirty rice isn't creamy.
Yeah. Well, risotto has to have a particular rice. You
Yeah.
can't make risotto with just any rice because you need the creamy texture
Yeah.
to come out of the rice. But
Yeah. This is basic. Like a lot of times, I'll make dirty rice out of leftover rice I have in my fridge.
Uh,
And I just like do it in like a whatever meat grease that I made the meat from. I'll heat it up in that pan, so it picks up the flavoring of the meat.
mhm.
my wife makes what we call fried rice out of wild rice
Yeah.
because
So
wild
yeah,
rice
I guess.
is the ultimate brown rice.
Yeah, I guess dirty rice would be similar to like a wild rice. It just doesn't
Yeah.
have the little black pieces in it
Oh
that
no, this
wild
does.
rice has.
Yeah. And my wife will put in pork and prawns and
Ooh.
bean shoots and
Yep.
soy sauce and meat juices and everything, and just fry it. And
Well, that's what you have to do to rice. You have to add flavor to it.
yeah, I know, but there's no leftovers when that happens. There's no such thing as leftover rice in my fridge. Even if my wife just boils rice, to put underneath something like a base of a dish or whatever. What's left over the boiled rice, I just throw milk and honey on top of it and I just eat it.
I make
Yeah, I'm that way with rice. Jimmy hates rice, so he'll eat it that night and he won't have seconds usually. So I end up
about to
using the
say, yeah,
rice again.
usually I seen him go in and get some leftover rice because he was hungry during a thirsty Thursday.
He must have been really desperate then. If he was
That
eating just
that
leftover
was
rice.
that was freaking house fried rice though.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, Cody. Jimmy's
Big difference.
background is the alien from Looney Tunes.
That it is.
And yes, The Undertaker
Oh,
versus
man, I'll do
Mankind
his
was
voice
an
now.
awesome match.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can zoom it
I
out
used to
here.
do his voice. I can't do it anymore. It's too far down my throat now.
Marvin the Marvin.
Hello. No, too far.
You were
Hello,
closer.
Goldfish.
I know. It used to be a lot further, easier done, but I'm getting too old and it's too tight.
How are you doing today, Goldfish? So yeah, I went food shopping and then we went to the lake and had lunch and then we came
Nice.
home and Mark grilled some steak and then some friends came over and we had some cake and then I live streamed.
Very nice. Yeah, we just went to the dump. While Jimmy was out in the garage, I cleaned my house, finalized the plans with Elizabeth for tomorrow.
I'll
And
be
that
back.
was pretty much it.
Okay.
Other than that, I just kind of lounged around and gave Tilly a bath.
Yeah, I'm going to church tomorrow morning and then when I come home from church, that's what I'm going to do. Lounge around and clean and do laundry. That's usually what I do on Sunday. And
Yep.
then Monday, I fold all the laundry and tidy up the house a little bit more because I've worked the rest of the week. So
Yep. That's like Monday, I'm off at the school, but I picked up the day at the prison. So,
Hey, go fish.
hello, Go Fish. How are you? I'm sorry I didn't say hello as soon as you came in.
I think I'm either Monday or tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to make some pasta salad. So I have something to take to work with me for lunch.
Yep. Very good.
Nice to see you too, go fish.
But yeah. So it'll suck having to get up at 5 again, but it'll be nice to
Budget. Stop it. Stop it, bushcraft. Stop it.
but it'll be nice to see everybody at the prison and
See what Dale done started.
yeah. That Daryl.
That gosh darn Dale. My son is obsessed. The baby is obsessed with that damn baby. If the costume wasn't so expensive, that's what he would have been for Halloween.
Yeah, you gotta wait till like next year.
Yeah.
And then it won't be so because it's in right now.
It's been in for like the past 3 years. I don't think this damn shark is ever gonna die. So instead, the baby's gonna be Mickey Mouse,
Nice.
and my son is gonna be the Incredible Hulk. And I bought my daughter this. My daughter wanted to be Morticia. That's her name, right? My daughter wanted to be Morticia, but it's very hard to find a Morticia costume because it's not popular. So we
Could
went to
just get an Elvira costume.
well.
They were very
This is what we
similar.
did. This is what we did. My daughter's very much into dressing up now, and she's very girly. So we went to the Goodwill. This is where I got my kids' Halloween costumes. Before I started working there, we went to the Goodwill, and they had these fancy prom dresses and stuff, really cheap. So she tried this one dress on, and she looks like her in this dress. It looks like a dress she would wear. It's all black. So Mark bought it for her. It was only $10, and it's a name brand dress. It's like not the name of it. It's Jimmy, you asshole. So We got
Sorry, not sorry.
yeah. So Mark bought her the dress, and she bought the wig. My mother sent them money for Halloween, so she bought the wig today, and Mark got her nails the other day to go with the costume.
Nice.
So now she's telling me, Mom, I need shoes.
Mhm.
No, you don't. You're gonna be walking. You ain't getting the shoes you want. You better find something comfortable. It was a prom dress. Prom.
Yeah, last thing she's gonna want to do is walk around in heels.
Right. She's gonna be whining and whining.
My feet hurt.
Mhm.
So the Incredible Hulk costume we got for my oldest son at the Goodwill, it didn't come with the Hulk's mask. So we've been looking for an Incredible Hulk mask that will. If I ordered it on Amazon, it wouldn't have came in time. So we go into the Dollar Tree today because my kids wanted to spend the rest of their money. And lo and behold, there's a Incredible Hulk mask right there in the Dollar Tree.
Nice.
I was like, oh, yes.
There you go. You know what you can do though? You work at the Goodwill, right?
Yeah,
Get a pair of pumps and cut them and just like stick them on her comfy shoes.
right.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
good
So it
idea,
looks like
Jenny.
she's
That's a good
uh-huh.
idea. And she's like, Mommy, I need a wig net. I said, no, you don't. We're going to do this old school like I seen Granny doing it. We're going to put a stocking on your head. So I got them little stockings that go on the bottom of your foot, like you get in the fancy
Yeah, and just put it
stores.
on her head to
I'm
hold
gonna
her
put it on
hair
my
up.
head. Yep, just like my grandmother used to. Well, not
Yep.
my grandmother, my great grandmother.
Yep, that's what they did.
Hmm. I'm doing drive up trick or treat for
Mm.
Halloween this year due to safe distance. Wolfie, knock it off. Um, don't encourage Jimmy. Don't encourage him, Wolfie. Um, well, they were talking about canceling Halloween here, Cody, but they have changed their mind now. Um, I'm not exactly sure how Halloween's gonna be. I do know my kids are gonna be wearing masks only because our streets here get really crowded. So, and there's the outbreaks are in the last 2 weeks have doubled here. So I'm just waiting for the school to shut down and another shutdown again, which is gonna suck because if we shut down again, Mark
Ah,
loses his job and I lose mine. So
you'll be all right.
yeah, I hope so.
You'll be all right. Everybody will get through it.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't sit here and I just
Oh, I know.
I just seen what our governor said and I was just like,
Yep.
Mhm.
can we get a break? God dang it!
Mhm.
And I don't want to go through another year without my kids in school. That's my vacation.
Right.
That's my week off.
And that's what happened with our town. That's why our town, as of November 9th, the kids are going back to school 4 days a week because the parents were flipping out.
Because
That
let me explain to you, Doris, and I'm sure you know this, even though you're not a parent. If you don't get child care benefits from the state, I don't care. Okay, for people like for mothers like me, half your paycheck goes to child care.
mm-hmm.
So it gets to a certain point where there's no you're working to pay for child care.
Right.
You're not even making enough, and then you got to get another job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
and then how am I taking care of my kids? How am I being there
Right.
for my kids?
So it's either you don't work or you pay mad money for
Right,
childcare.
exactly. Like when I worked at the pizza place, me and Jimmy had this conversation. They offered me the assistant manager job, and I was gonna take it, but then I turned it down. And when Jimmy asked me why I turned it down, I said because I'm a single mother of 3 kids, I can't commit the time they want and
Mhm.
as much time as I need to be there. And plus, I still need me a mother, so I can't. It's not, it's not that I don't want, because it looks good on my references and the pay would have been excellent, but at the same time, I'm a mother.
Right. You have to pick and choose.
Right,
Yep.
I'm a mother, and before else, I'm a mother, and I'm all my kids got.
Well, the worst thing at the time, you didn't. Mark wasn't even there to,
Right,
you know.
Right. So you were alone.
right,
Right. And
and
you,
and even with daycare. So, an example, if I had to close which there would have been times I would have had to close. No
Or
daycare is
last minute, hey, we
right.
had a call in,
You gotta
nobody
come
can
in.
work.
Yeah. And even that wouldn't be so much of a problem. 'Cause all I would have to do is call the daycare. But for example, if I close, no daycare stays open until 11 o'clock at night.
Yep.
Mm.
So I had to, but I didn't want to, but I had to. And I was upset about it. And Jimmy was like, "You made the right choice. I know it sucks, but you made the right choice."
Yep.
You know,
Mm.
I'm like, I don't
Right. Because in reality, your family has to come first.
like,
I've
Uh-huh.
said that all along. Like, yeah, a job's important, but in reality, your family has to come first. Especially when, like you're alone.
uh,
You're the only one that your kids have. So,
hmm
Mm-hmm.
like, it'll be one thing when Izzy's a little older, like 16, and can watch the boys.
that's if my daughter matures. I love my daughter to death, and she is very mature for her age. But I know what it's like to be a child and have to take care of your siblings and not
Right.
have a childhood. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I had to take care of my siblings. I couldn't go out.
Right. And that should only be in small doses, anyways.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know, until they're
Exactly.
way older.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
Right.
like keep them here so I can run to the store and back. You know,
Right.
Yep.
to bundle you all up and get you in the car in the middle of this
Right.
snowstorm. You know,
Right.
something.
Right. Exactly, Jimmy. Where
Mm.
with me, I had my dad would work nights and then go to the bar. My mom was working through the day, and I'm 8 taking
Mm-hmm.
care of a newborn baby.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Or my dad come home drunk, passed out, and I'm taking care of a newborn baby. I had no clue how to, no clue. I'm so clueless. My mother told me before she went to work, give your sister a bath. My sister has a birthmark on her right hand. I thought it was dirt, and I'm scrubbing the shit out of this birthmark.
Uh-huh.
And my mother calls to check on us, and I said, "Ma, I tried washing this dirt off off Shirley's hand, and it won't come off." She said, "What hand?" And I told her. She said, "That's not a." She's dying laughing. She says, "Not dirt mark. That's your sister's birthmark. It ain't coming off." I said, "Oh,
Yep.
Either
I
way,
mean, that's like me.
no.
Like with my
The good.
siblings, there was a big age difference between my three sisters and me and my brother. So
Mm.
the youngest of those three is 8 years older than my brother. No,
Yeah.
she's 8 years older than me.
Yeah.
So my oldest sister is 12 years older than me. So it was like they had the three of them to kind of,
Mm-hmm.
hello, Kirsty."
Yeah. They had the three of them to leave with you
Right,
because her parents were in the bar all the time.
right. And being in an Italian family, my mom was Italian and my dad was Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Um, being in Italian and even Irish families, you're the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
You help mom out.
Uh-huh.
You help
yep,
with the kids, the cooking, the cleaning, and they made sure I did it. My dad would remind me
Dude,
all the time, "You're
dude,
the oldest."
back in the day, people had kids to make the chores easier.
Right.
You know, you were
like
expected.
I say today all the time because of both my parents being alcoholics. If it wasn't for my two oldest sisters, there's no way that I would be the person I am today.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
My sister told me that. My sister said that to me.
Like the
Because
third one, she's a fuck up herself, but
Mm-hmm.
my father was an abusive alcoholic
yep,
and mainly towards me and my mother. So when my sister was born, um, I protected her. She never ever got hit. She never ever got the ass whoopings me and my mother got. And I would grab her and run and hide with her. You know what I mean?
yep,
So she thanks me for it because she knows she saw it. She
yep,
didn't have to deal with it, but seeing it can just be as bad as being abused.
yep.
You
I
know?
mean, I remember when my oldest sister got married, I was still young. So
Mm-hmm.
as often as she could, she would take me overnight and like keep me the weekend,
You
and
could do it with
because
my
she
sister
knew
too.
what my parents were doing. Like she
Well,
knew they'd be drinking all weekend and fighting and
yeah, when me and my soon-to-be ex-husband moved out on our own, we would have my sister all the time because of that reason.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We're good. How are you, Kirsty?
But yep, I mean, like I said, I just know. And I'm sure it's the same for your sister.
Mhm.
Like
You
I
told me.
learned everything I know from my two sisters.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, well, Lisa, and that was good training for your actual motherhood, Lisa.
I
Just so you
know.
know.
Yeah, it trained me to be the total opposite.
Yep. Well, and that's what I say. I always say my two oldest sisters showed me the right way to do things, and then the middle one showed me what not to
Right.
do.
Mhm.
And my mother, and it's weird because it's usually the dads that are like this, but my dad, even though he was the abusive alcoholic, he always showed love. He always, you know what I mean? And my mother could never show love. She never
Yep.
gave you a hug. She rarely told you she loved you, but that's how she was brought up. And I used to get so angry at her for it. And then my uncle, her youngest brother, sat down and had a talk with me when I was old enough, and he explained to me why things are the way they are.
Yep.
And then I kind of understood. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yep.
Not that it made it okay, but I understood.
And you're right. It was you. Like I don't think like my dad was like that. He never like I can remember. I don't ever remember him telling me that he was proud of me. He never told me he loved me. He was either drunk or if he was on the wagon, he you never saw him. He would stay in his room.
Yeah, that was my dad.
Mhm.
That was my dad
So
too.
like I remember my oldest sister's husband saying that he dated my sister for like 10 months and thought my father was dead
Yeah,
Mhm.
because they
because
stay
he
in the.
never met him.
Yeah, my dad would stay in his room too.
Mhm.
Yep. He was like, I almost had a heart attack one day when your father walked out of his bedroom because I thought he was dead.
Right. And my
Mhm.
dad was the type that this is my fucking house. I pay the bills. Blah blah blah. He
My
didn't
father
care
said
who
that
was in.
all the time.
He didn't give a
Mhm.
fuck who was in the house. If
Yep.
he came out his room to go to the bathroom or to get a drink, he was in his underwear.
Uh,
He didn't fucking care
Yep.
who was in the house.
yeah, I can see. I can see Jack being that way.
Yep.
He didn't care. But my father was, I'm proud of you. He always went to all of our functions and encouraged. Like when my school told me, my high school told me, they didn't think it was a good idea for me to take cosmetology because of my learning disability. My dad was infuriated. And he went into the school and he was like, don't ever tell my daughter she can't do nothing. You're not supposed to be discouraging her. You're supposed to be encouraging her.
Right.
See, and my father was the type to say, you can't do that. You can't.
Yeah, my dad was
Mhm.
not like that at all. My mother, on the other hand, was the one that was like
Yeah. My mother was like that. My mother would be like, you can do whatever you want to do.
Her
And
father cried about her being in the prison the whole fucking time.
that.
yeah.
That would have been my dad. That would have been my dad.
Thanks, Ace.
But
Thank
That
you.
kind
yeah,
of night, you know.
like I
I hope you
remember
feel better, Kirsty.
my eighth grade graduation, my sisters had to make my father go.
Oh no, my dad was there early, dressed up. He even got a new
Yep.
suit for
No.
it. He over there crying. When I got
And,
married too, I
and
got
I
pictures of him
remember
staring and crying.
I got an award, a science award, because I had maintained, I think, like an A plus throughout the whole year in science because I loved my science teacher. And my sister told me the first words out of my father's mouth were, "Wow, well, that's surprising.
Yeah, see,
Never
Mhm.
expected that."
yeah, that would have been something my mother said. My dad never.
And never said, "I'm proud of you for getting that award," or like never said a word to me.
Like my mother,
Mhm.
like I was telling Jimmy one night, I'm not sure if you were there, we would talk about when we were smoking weed and when we first got caught by our parents. And it's funny because I don't think I told Jimmy the story. I just think I told him my dad was like, look, just don't let your mother catch you. That was what my dad said. Right? But it's the ironic, it's his high school girlfriend who he was engaged to before he met my mother. Um, that's who I was, they maintained a friendship. That's who he caught me getting high with.
That's funny.
It is funny. And he looked at her, he looked at me, he was like, look, I ain't gonna say nothing, I did it too. Fuck, that's what we did. That's how we stayed up during Woodstock. Amongst other things I'm not gonna tell you. He said, but just don't let your mother catch you.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think my father and I got close until after he stopped drinking when my
Yeah.
mother died.
Hmm.
and then we got close.
I
And
mean,
the only reason he stopped drinking because my sister basically told him he'd never see his grandkids unless he stops freaking drinking.
yeah. When my dad became a grandfather, um, I didn't. He already knew. He knew how I felt about his drinking, and he knew what it. Because my dad and me, as I got older and I got married and whatever, we spoke openly about everything. You know.
Hmm.
So he knew there was no way in hell I was letting my daughter around all that. So he calmed down his drinking a lot. And
Yeah.
then, and he had Isabel, he wanted her every weekend. The whole weekend it was her and his time. And when I knew he was getting really, really sick and the chemo was really starting to bother him,
Hmm.
is when I picked, I went to his house after work and he said, Lisa, I can't keep busy on weekends, at least not the whole weekend anymore. It takes too much out of me and I don't have the patience. And he said, you know, I'm the one that has the patience for it. He said, I just don't. What was I going to do? Get mad? For one, it's my kid.
Hmm.
Two, he's sick.
Yeah.
My
Hmm.
daughter didn't understand,
Hmm.
but like
She
my
understands
dad,
now, I'd imagine.
yeah, she gets it now. Like it's funny too. He would have his beer in one refrigerator and they had the food in another. And um, I don't know why he did this because my daughter wasn't stupid, but he would never call the beer in front of my daughter. He would call it his medicine.
Uh huh.
So he would hear my dad say to my sister, "Can you go grab me 2 bottles of my medicine out the fridge?" So when we explained to her, Isabel, and she was young, about him being sick, and um, I don't remember exactly how we explained it to her. She looked at me, she looked at my dad, and she said, "Well, Grandpa, why don't you just go get the medicine out the refrigerator and feel better?"
That's funny.
It is funny. And then my dad looked at her and started getting teary eyed, and he was like, "Baby, that medicine's not gonna help Grandpa right now."
Yep.
Hmm.
I know it's weird how they are because, like, we talked about this, I think, last weekend, how different my parents were with the grandchildren than they were with us. Like,
Right.
they quit drinking. Like, we talked about this too. Like, after my mother was on the intubator the first time.
It's not just the drinking, Doris. Money.
Yep. They would
If
get the
I was
kids
to ask
whatever
my
they
dad,
wanted.
yeah, if I was to ask my dad for 50 cents, I would get a lecture and how
Hmm.
hard he works to earn that money and blah 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 blah.
Well, that's another one of the difference. They're not working for that money anymore. You know what I mean? They're
Yep.
sitting back enjoying it.
You're
So,
right.
Well, and that's like I used to always say, like I used to say, being the only boy, my brother was spoiled. Literally, he could walk
My
in.
brother's spoiled. My brother, he's the only boy in that he
oh
is.
yeah, 4 girls
Yep.
and a boy. Oh, you
He
know
could
Jack.
walk in and go, "Ma, could I have $20?" And she go, "Yep." He hand him $20. I could walk
Brother
in and go,
too.
"Ma, could I have $5?" Nope.
My
Mhm.
brother too.
Motherfucker, I just saw you give Steve $20. You
Hmm.
don't got five for me.
So, like I said, I would ask my dad 50 cents and I'd get a lecture.
Yep.
I call her my oldest daughter. It's my ex's niece. We raised her from when she was 5 and a half until she moved on her own and went to college at 18.
Mhm.
Um, she she called my dad grandpa. She was, she had a book fair. She's in kindergarten. She went and asked him for 75 cents for this thing she wanted in her book fair. He gave her $5.
Hmm.
She came back in the room all happy. Look, Grandpa gave me $5. I said, "Who gave you $5? Grandpa. Grandpa, Auntie Lisa." I walked in my dad's room. I said, $5? Yeah, she wanted something at the book fair. I said, "Where's my dad and what have you done with him? Because this ain't you."
Yep. I can remember being so when my sisters started having their kids, like I said, there's a big age difference. So I
Oh,
was still a
oh,
teenager.
and the other thing is he ain't feeding that kid every day anymore. There's a big difference.
And like my father, I said this last week, he would go to the penny candy store and he would fill like those sugar jars. He would fill like four of them with candy. So when the kids came over,
Mhm.
Motherfucker, if my 15-year-old ass went over to take a piece of that candy, he would have screamed at me
Uh-huh.
and been like, "Get out of there, that's not yours."
Uh-huh. The other thing is, if my mom didn't go with my dad when he went grocery shopping with my daughter, he would be spending extra money on stuff that he knows Isabel would want for the weekend.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's funny because Elizabeth says I do the same thing with her kids.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "You
You do?
spoil my kids," but I spoiled her too.
Mhm.
And I'll always throw in her face, "Oh, really? Well, I never heard you complain when you were a kid." And you would say to me, "Auntie, just pull out your card when I tell you that I didn't have money for something."
Uh-huh.
She actually said that to me one day. She was like 8 and she wanted something. And I'm like, "Elizabeth, I don't have the extra money for that." "Auntie, just pull out your card, the plastic card."
You know, the plastic thing.
Right. I'm like, "Elizabeth, you still have to have money for that." But his sister, like, Elizabeth is a product of his sister and my brother's marriage.
Ah.
Mhm.
So his sister would say to me all the
She
time,
literally is my redheaded stepchild
literally,
and my niece.
like,
And
you'll see pictures because I'll be taking pictures of
Mhm.
her and the kids tomorrow.
Aw.
And my sister-in-law would bitch at me all the time. She's like, "It started when she wasn't even 6 months old yet. We were in a store and she saw this little giraffe and went, eh." She's like, "What did you do? You picked it up and you put it in the carriage," because she went, eh.
Eh. I don't remember what the hell I said to my dad one day. One of my dad's most famous expressions for us kids was, "Do as I say, not as I do."
Mhm.
But that's not fair.
Yep.
Because sometimes when you do it, we're with you. How's that
Uh-huh.
fair?
Yep.
You'll learn
Well,
when
and
you
it's
get
funny
older.
because
But
that's
why?
one of the that's one of the reasons why Elizabeth has always like called us her parents.
Mhm.
We were her sounding board.
Well, plus we we
It
we she lived, what was she, 14 when she came to live with
Yeah.
us? Or 12 or something
So
like that?
so when she did something wrong, she would come to us first and see because we always had the philosophy, like, her and I have always been really close, and I've always said to her, "I'm not gonna get mad at I might be bad, but I'm not gonna yell at you. You know, I'll just take whatever you have to tell me." And
Right. I
so
tell my daughter the same thing.
she would come to me, she would tell me, and then she would be like her parents, Steve and Kerry, got divorced. She was 9. So she would say to me, "How do I tell dad?" And I would tell her like how to explain it or whatever. And so she's like, "I always come to you first because I know you're not going to yell at me." If it was something she wanted to do, she'd go to Jimmy
Mhm.
because Jimmy would be like, "Yep, okay, go ahead."
Yep.
Because she knew that he would cover for her and take the
Whatever. She's a
blame for
kid.
whatever happened and
Oh,
say,
deal.
"I told her to do it." Like, there was one day she lived with us. I worked 2 jobs. So I used to leave work at 11 at night and I worked in Shirley, Mass. So it would take me like an hour to get home. I get home and there's this lump on my couch because I think we were remodeling her bedroom. So I assumed it was her. So I go in the bedroom, I'm starting to change. My phone rings. I'm like, "Who the fuck is calling me at midnight?" So I answer the phone. It's Elizabeth. She goes, "Auntie?" I'm like, and I'm looking at the lump on the couch and I'm like, "Where are you?" "Well, Uncle Jimmy told me I could go to the movies and we decided to go out and get something to eat. He told me to be home before you got home from work, but because we went out to get something to eat, I'm not home yet." So I was like, "Oh, you're on your way home, right?" "Yep." Now, mind you, she's 11.
She's 12.
So I wake Jimmy up because he's in fucking bed sleeping, which pissed me off. wake Jimmy up. I'm like, where's Elizabeth? Fuck, she's not home. No, she's not fucking home. She just fucking called me. He goes, what? I told her to not get arrested and to be home before you got home from work.
Jimmy.
I was like, really? That's what you told the 11-year-old?
Hold on.
Yeah.
And
12.
Jimmy, hold on. In Jimmy's defense, did she get arrested?
Nope.
No.
Well, there you
So
go. She
then-
listened after.
Okay,
As I'm
yeah,
questioning him,
not helping.
he goes, I said, who is she with? Her friend Ashley. Oh, okay. So you know it's Ashley? Well, yeah, she came in with the little girl. Who is she with? Who's the adult? Her mother, I think. Did you go out and meet with her mother? No, but I looked out the window. There was a car out there. I'm like, are you fucking
With
serious
an adult
right
in
now?
it. It had an
I'm
adult
like,
in
you
it.
watched your 11-year-old niece get in a fucking car with a
She's 12.
complete stranger and some little girl that came through the house.
No, Jimmy, she's losing the argument, so she's got to keep remembering it's 11. Otherwise, it
yeah.
doesn't sound as bad. You see, that's the problem.
I
Good
was just
for
like,
them.
oh my God.
She called. She did the right thing.
Jojo said, calm down. He's here.
What up, Jojo? Good morning.
But yep, so those were the two differences. She would go to Jimmy before
Mhm.
she would do something, and she'd come to me after.
I don't
Yeah,
call her
because you would have
Queenie.
stopped her. You would have stopped her from doing it and yelled at her when she got back anyway. So I might as well
Uh-huh.
just get away with doing it and then get yelled at for it.
Right.
Well, and it was funny because I had already met the girl that she hung out with. I knew the girl and her mother, and because my thing was, as long as I know who you're with, I know their parents or whatever, I don't care, like if you go out with them. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm the same
There's a
way.
reason I didn't have children, you know. I don't like the
I don't.
responsibility factor.
and
Yeah.
there's a reason I didn't have children with you
Right.
because I could picture them duct taped
The
down in the
responsibility-
basement.
The responsibility factor, exactly. You figured that out after I duct taped them up and
Yes.
in the time I super glued their hands together.
Yes, that was
Yay.
the clue to me not to produce.
You want 15, 20 minutes of peace and quiet? Glue their fingers together.
He did. This is why my husband was never left
want-
alone
you want
with
an
my
hour
nieces
apiece?
for very long.
An hour apiece, duct tape all three of them, the two girls and the wife. Leave them in the bedroom. That was at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of fucking sheer
Yep.
bliss in the living room. Listening to them screaming and crying. Fucking, ah.
And one of the older nieces, I believe at one point he tried duct taping to a wall. Didn't you do that to Delia? Did you try
Yeah.
duct tape? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
We did.
This is why we have no biological children, Lisa.
Delia
I did
needed
not
it.
want to be a co-conspirator.
Well, I can't tell a lie. Um, so my kid's father was watching this video on Facebook, and him and CJ was about 2.5, 3, and it's the same thing. They saw the video of the kid being duct taped on the wall, and the little kid kept bothering the dad about wanting to be Spider-Man. So the dad said, "Well, how about we play Spider-Man and Daddy's Spider-Man, and I wrap you up in my web." And the kid got all excited, and the father duct taped him to the wall. Well, then at this point, I hear a bunch of rackets going on through this cabinet my husband had, and he got the duct tape out, and him and CJ decided it was a good idea to try it too. And as I walked into the bedroom, he had already started to duct tape our son to the wall. And CJ's just there, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Don't complain. He's having fun. I'm not hurting him. He's a baby. Duct tape glue is." He was like, "I'm not gonna rip it off him hard, and if I tear it off fast, nothing's gonna happen."
Yep.
Let it be known there was no skin contact with the duct tape, okay? They were fully clothed.
Yeah, thank God there was none for CJ neither.
But yep, at one like when he did the three of us together,
That was fucking hilarious.
I'm down in the living room, and at one point he was playing with the youngest one,
Hmm.
and then she got kind of quiet. So Elizabeth went looking for her, and then she got quiet. And I'm like, the fuck is he doing? And I go up there, and yep, while trying to unduct tape them, I ended up being duct taped myself.
Yep.
And he's
And then I
alive.
duct taped all three of them together.
And he's
Yep.
alive to tell this story with you. It's
He
amazing.
is. He is. Because I'm a very loving wife, and
It was all in good fun. It's not like I left you there for days. I didn't use so much duct tape that you couldn't get out of it.
Mm.
Although I could have.
I can see Doris trying to hop along,
Now, remember though,
trying to
this
saw the
is a
duct
guy
tape.
that was duct taped and dropped in front of a store in public. Okay, it took me 2 hours to get out of that.
Was you naked?
No, I was dressed, but
No, that sucks. They did it wrong.
dropped in front of the neighborhood store where everybody hung out. Yeah,
Mm.
left laying there. Hmm.
Was you drunk?
No,
Stoned? You was so.
no,
You
I was
stoned?
just a young kid. I was a young kid in the crowd at the time.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I got it.
that's what I get for trying to hang out with the older boys. Yeah.
I'm sure you went right back to the same crowd after getting duct tape. So
Yeah, and gave them shit, and they're like, "Oh, you got out of that," you know. So I was part of the crew after that, you know.
it was an initiation.
You know, that's why you got to take a little, you know, learn how to take a little. You get
Take a
along.
little.
What up,
So I
Daniel?
got me some pot, resin, coffee, and nacho cheese Doritos.
nice.
Yeah,
Right.
Doritos prepared. That's what I'm saying, budget. They absolutely did it wrong.
Well, I'm noshing on this popcorn to keep me from smoking a ton of cigarettes, so don't mind me. I'd already be fucking half a pack in at this point.
At least somebody gets what I'm saying. Bushcraft gets me. Bushcraft gets me.
Yep.
Where's Jet Wash? Oh yeah, hunting.
But yeah, tomorrow I want to take one of the cameras with me when we go apple picking,
Use
so
your
I can do a
fucking cell
video.
phone.
Not using my cell phone.
You know how? Well, you have the white one. Plug it in.
I was
Well-
gonna take the white one.
Make sure you got a fresh battery.
Um.
In fact, what battery does that one take?
Well, what time are you getting up tomorrow, Doris?
I'll probably get up like 11 my time. If I don't get up earlier, that's depending on what time I'm up till tonight.
Well, one of us has got to remember this because, I can't do this by myself. Text me and remind me to ask my pastor about the hayride. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. One of us. I need help.
And Elizabeth's gonna be here for like noon, which means around 1.
Yeah, the giant Marlboro Light, exactly.
Yeah,
because she's always late for everything.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Does noon work?" I'm like, "Yep, 1 o'clock works." Seriously, she'll text me. She lives in Rhode Island, so it's like an hour, little over an hour away. She'll text me at like 11:45 and go, "We're leaving my house now."
An hour? That's more like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
She says she can make it here in an hour and a half.
Well, I knew it was at least an hour and a half.
So I have a friend back home. This isn't a racing thing. His name's Black. He's Black. I'll give you his Facebook. He'll tell you himself.
Mhm.
Every time we invite him to something, we give him a time. He's at least an hour and a half late. So
Yep.
the last time he did it, I said before we moved, I said something. No, it was the party we had like a year before we moved here. And he said, Lisa, I'm Black. We wait for everything. You want us on time? Tell us. He said, for example, if the function starts at 6, tell me it starts at 5. Better yet, you want me on time? Tell me it starts at 4.
That's what I do. I do
Mhm.
that with Elizabeth and her mother, Jimmy's sister Carrie, because
Mhm.
both of them are at least an hour late for everything. So I always tell them it starts an hour earlier than it actually does.
Yeah, I died. I died. He
Yep.
looked at me and was like, "I'm black, Lisa.
Mhm.
You want me on time? Tell me it's an hour or two before it
Mhm.
actually starts, and I'll be on time. Hell, I
Like
may
his
even be early."
sister was
Mhm.
literally late for her wedding.
Mhm.
We used to joke with my ex-husband's older sister. We knew she was never getting married. She wasn't that type of woman. But we would say to her, "You gonna be late to your own damn funeral." She was late to her own funeral.
Mhm.
I
I
mean,
can see it happen.
yeah, because
It's
we
gonna
had a
happen to
key.
Carrie.
Yeah,
Yep.
she had it. We had a cremated, but they didn't have everything ready. How do
Mhm.
you?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But yep.
Bushcraft. I thought you liked me.
At least me being late for my wedding wasn't my fault. It was the JP's fault. I
I
was
was
on time.
almost late. I was almost late for my wedding.
But yep, with Carrie's wedding, when she married my brother, we all got in the limo, her her bridal party, got all the way to where they were getting married, and she said, "I forgot my bouquet." So we had to drive all the way back across the city, back to her
Yep.
house
20-minute ride at
to
least.
get her bouquet, and then drive all the way back to.
Mhm.
The day of my wedding was so fucking frustrating because my soon-to-be ex-husband, he didn't have to do nothing but shower and go get his tux, and take his best man to go get his. I, on the other hand, and he picked up. No, no, I did that too.
Mhm.
My brother picked up the cold cup platter, but I had to go pick up the bouquet, the little thingamaboocher he wears. Um, I had to go get the rings. My dress just got done that morning, and I prayed to God that the tailor could fix it.
Mhm.
His godfather sent me to this Italian person because of the way my dress was. Thank God he fixed it all. It's gonna be fucked. Then I had a nail appointment. The woman that did my nails, she opened up an hour early and took my shoes the night before and picked like five designs for me to pick for my shoes.
Mhm.
And then it was just, and then I had my best friend, my three god kids. It was,
Yeah.
and I looked at my ex-husband. I said, "Really? What did you have to do?"
If
And then
it
I had to
wasn't,
leave. I had
if
to
it
leave
didn't,
my house and go to my godmother's house so he could get dressed and shower at our house.
yep, if it didn't rain that morning, that day, Jimmy wouldn't have had to do anything. But it rained,
I
so
still had
he
to get
ended
my
up.
still had to get my tux. Yeah, what else? I don't know. Set up the decorations,
No, Diane did that. Me and
but it
Diane
was still
set.
left for me.
Me and Diane did most of them the night before,
Some, half of them never even got put up because of the rain.
and I went to I had done all the pre-planning for it. I had everything arranged, all the times, everything like that.
Half of them, Jimmy.
At
Half of them
least
didn't. uh, You only had one job, dude. Just put the decorations up.
wasn't my job.
You sound like
Yep.
my ex.
It was just
Well,
one of
my
those
job.
things I got left with, like paying the caterer, paying the DJ.
I paid them all. It wasn't my fault that they asked you for more money the day of.
Yeah, okay.
And then, like, all my wedding pictures that were on this balcony. And it's because across the street from where we had our wedding reception, there's this beautiful park. And that's where we're going to go get our pictures. And I was going to let my train out and, blah, blah, blah. And then it started downpouring. So I'm stuck under this thing.
Yep. It
Come
rained the
guzzling
whole
jet,
entire
game
day
up.
of my wedding. It was the only day we got married in August. And around here, it rains every day in August.
Mhm.
Don't choke, Gail.
Not that
I
month.
was just going to say that, Gavin. And some people love to be around cum guzzlers. Just saying, Gamer.
Yep. That year, it didn't rain any day of August except for the day we got married.
I've seen what the woman can do with a pop dog, but I'm just wondering how much cum she can guzzle.
Right?
Oh God.
But yep, and
I was
then
so waiting for the DJ to get electrocuted.
I'm like, Jimmy.
because it
No,
literally poured all.
I had freaking 3 extension cords running through a fucking river, which was the backyard patio. You know, I was like,
But yep, I remember we got married in his parents' backyard. His mother had both his parents had passed away at that point, but his mother had always wanted one of her kids to get married in their yard. So that's what we did.
only
That's what
one.
my mom did. My mom and dad got married in my brother's backyard.
Yep.
I mean, her youngest brother's backyard.
And I remember me and my wedding party, my bridal party, pulled up. And as we pull in the driveway, Jimmy calls me and goes, "You can't come in." I was like, "What do you mean I can't come in?" He goes, "Well, the JP's not here." I'm like, "It's like 5 of 3. We're getting married at 3." He goes, "I know. So go for a ride. I'll call you when it's okay for you to come." I'm like, "Where is she?" He's like, "Oh, well, she called me to see if we were still getting married."
Oh my God.
I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" He goes, "Yeah, she thought we might have canceled because of the rain."
So, okay. So I got this. My dad's funeral was the same block as his church. He got baptized in. He went to their Catholic school. His church was called St. Mary's. So literally diagonal from the funeral home when we had my dad's service is his church. So of course we go to his church and we go get the priest for his funeral. Well, that was an ordeal because they had to prove he was baptized and the blah 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 there and blah blah blah. So my dad has this old fashioned lockbox. Okay, one of them old fashioned ones. So I go on my dad's lockbox and I find his paper that his baptism paperwork and all that, and I send it there. So the day of my dad's funeral, he's a half hour late. How the hell are you a half hour late? You're diagonal. We spoke to you the day before to make sure. Me and my ex husband. So my ex husband and my cousin are infuriated. They walk the block over to the church and bang on the priest's door. And the priest answers the door and he said, "Yes, can I help you?" My husband said, "Look, I have all due respect, sir, pastor, priest. You're fucking late to my father in law's funeral." And he was like, "Excuse me?" He said, "Yeah, you're supposed to be giving the eulogy and all that at my father in law's service across the street." He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So he was like, "I'll be there in 10 minutes." My cousin said, "Yeah." Oh my God, Jimmy. What an asshole. He was like, "I'll be there in 10 minutes," until they waited for him and walked back. They was like, "All right, we'll give you 5." And then they walked back, and my aunt looks at her son and looks at Charlie. She was like, "You were polite, right? You behaved, right?" And they both looked at one another and said, "Mm-hmm. Hey, Lucky Seven.
Hi, Lucky Seven
How did
Moas.
I know you were going to take a screenshot of that? How did I know?
You knew the whole time you were doing
I
it.
did, you know? Everyone knows you're the screenshot king, so we expect it now.
What up, Lucky?
Good morning, King.
That's why you were doing the hands free motion right there.
Actually, I wasn't thinking about it. I thought about it after I did. I was like, this fucker got a screenshot. uh, oh boy. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Maybe
I
you host. Jimmy.
Sounds like a good idea. All right, there's popcorn.
don't push any buttons, Jimmy.
I sent Captain a link.
I'm the button master.
I sent Captain a link and I said Nora a link. Captain may be sleeping. I don't know.
I know Captain was in Gemma's earlier. I don't know if she's still alive or not.
Couldn't tell you. You send Gamer a link?
No, you can send Gamer a link. I wasn't sure if you wanted to join and use your asses. Um, I didn't make Gemma's link chat because I was out. So sorry, Gemma, if you're looking and listening. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I just lurked. I didn't chat and comment. I just watched for a few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
But yes,
But yes. Yes, what?
what?
What? Huh?
Budget, I'm sure he appreciates that you thought that was awesome.
Oh, yeah, the corn dog gig? Heck yeah. I don't know about you, Budget, but I got wood. Like, ooh, little tingle. I'm building a range of wheelchairs that fist you as a reward. Really? Hmm.
Gamer, I don't even
Yeah.
know if that makes sense.
There may be a market for that.
I'm not sure.
You know, I could see someone stuck in a chair, kind of like, I mean, you know, right? Fuck it. Give it and smoke a cigarette. Everybody else is. Yeah, freaking. Yeah. Oh. Oh. So what are we doing tomorrow?
Yeah,
You're going to do your
I'm going
apple
apple
picking.
picking.
You're
I don't know
going
what you're
apple
doing.
picking.
You could come apple picking with us if you
The
want.
hell no.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say.
Hell no.
I know, gamer.
Lucky's having my pipe. There you go, Lucky. So fuck it, I'll have a fucking smoke.
Do what I do. Just take a couple of drags and put it out, and
Yeah, what good's that?
that's what I do.
Yeah, you
Cause see, I still have that one that I just.
know. We don't bring up wood on YouTube. There's all kinds of wood on YouTube.
And hey, go fish. Sorry, Jimmy was eating popcorn. I couldn't resist. I had to go make popcorn.
Right? I believe it. It's addictive. That's why I make a huge bowl of it.
I know. I'm surprised I didn't even get Queenie to raise her head while I was eating it. She's in the bed, passed out.
Well, that Queenie be getting old.
Mm-hmm.
So much easier when you got a popcorn maker.
Well, I wish I had a proper popcorn kettle, but I got one of these stupid things. It works, but it's a little heating pan with a rotisserie on it to keep it stirring. So it all pops
Okay.
into a big bowl.
This one is a heating element with a fan, and you throw it into the pole, and the fan spins the popcorn while it's heating up, and then it just pops out of it straight into a bowl for you.
See, that's what yours
Yeah.
does, Jimmy. You have the same
No,
one.
he's got the. Remember the one we threw out because you didn't get the cord for it?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I bought. The one that he uses, I bought at Walmart when he first went on his salt-free diet
Yep.
because he couldn't have microwave popcorn anymore, and he's a popcorn fanatic.
Mhm.
So I found this thing at Walmart, and it was only like I think it was like $10, and it's basically like a pan with a bowl that's
Yeah.
upside
it's a heating
down,
element. Yeah.
and it
That's what I
fills the
described.
bowl, and then you just tip it, and
Flip it over. It's already full of
you have your
popcorn.
bowl of popcorn. And it's got a little, like he said, a little bar on it that keeps the kernels moving so they don't
Yeah.
stick.
Shake the pan, man. No, it's just a little heating element, electric heating element, man. just like a kettle would. When you have the proper popcorn kettles, it's basically an electric element, heating element, with a mixing thing in it.
But
That's
yep,
how it
I
works.
bought it because at the time we were poor and it was cheap. So
It works.
it works
The
well.
bitch to
So
clean, but
This
it
one you don't
is.
clean.
you got to clean the scum off it once in a while. Then,
No,
yeah.
don't clean it. Just pops the corn, throws it in the bowl. You throw whatever you like in the bowl with the corn.
Mhm.
No oil required. No nothing.
And it can't be that bad because Chuck bought one too. Jimmy.
No, it's all right. I
He bought
like
the
it.
same kind you have.
I like it. I just wish you didn't lose the hood to it in the move.
I know.
I did get my kids their pumpkins today.
That we usually do that after we do apple picking. We go in the pumpkin patch and the kids pick a pumpkin.
Yeah, my kids picked their pumpkins today, and the funniest is the oldest boy picked the smallest pumpkin.
Well, he's a smarter one.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. That's usually what I do. I let each of the kids pick their own pumpkin. And Maddie usually gets the biggest one.
The baby
The
picked
small, the older they are, the smaller the pumpkins get. Because they know, well, they ain't doing that much work.
Yep.
Oh,
the baby picked this big old pumpkin almost the size of him, and I'm like, oh, sure, you would pick this one, the one I have to carve. Of course.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yep. Maddie's my baby. That's Elizabeth's second oldest daughter. She's my favorite. So she
Oh, that is
always
funny, bushcraft.
Second oldest daughter.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot about. I keep forgetting about what's her face. Can't even remember her name.
Addie.
Addie. Yeah, Addie, Maddie.
My
Yep.
daughter knows what regular popcorn is because my dad never ate the popcorn out the bag. It always had to be popcorn that you popped, a regular popcorn kernels, and he always liked some of them a little burnt.
Yep.
Same here.
That's what
That's
I do. I
funny.
like the burnt pieces as long as they're not too burnt. Like if they're charcoal, I don't like them. But
My
Only
dad
popcorn
didn't
and
care how
Well,
burnt
a
crackers.
they were.
little bit.
He,
My favorite is the half cooked ones. The ones.
yes, my daughter and my dad too.
Yeah.
Too hard for my teeth.
me too.
And he always wanted extra melted butter and not the
Hmm.
fake butter shit. My mom had to
Yep.
literally get butter and melt it and then pour it on his popcorn.
Yep. That's the way I was raised. That's what we used to do. We would
Hmm.
melt butter in a pan and then pour it over the
And I
popcorn.
remember the closest thing my
Well,
dad got to popcorn in a bag. And when I was a kid, I thought this was the most awesomest thing to watch.
You know what
Was
I used to love? The Jiffy Pop ones
yes,
that you would
that's
do
what I
on the
was just
stove.
saying. That's what I was just saying. I would watch my dad would put it over the flame on the stove, and I would watch the big silver thing go
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
and it was the
Yep.
most coolest thing to me. I
Like it's
had those.
funny. Some of the things that like I used to do with Elizabeth when she was little, when they lived upstairs, they rented the apartment upstairs. And she would always say to me, will you do with the girls what you used to do with me? So like the week of Christmas, we would always like make the Jiffy popcorn and
Mhm,
we'd make homemade hot chocolate in a pan and
mhm.
Oh yeah, the Jiffy Pop. They make the homemade popcorn to make a mess of the kitchen, freaking making decorations.
yep, for the
Yeah, we used
because
to
we would buy
string.
the Christmas tree
Yep.
and they would get to decorate it
Yeah, we
and
string
we would always
popcorn too.
do
I have
we
a
would
funny
always
story about that too.
alternate who got to put the star on.
Right.
Whoever's year it was got on Jimmy's shoulders to put the star on the tree.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Wolfie. I have a funny story about that. When we were
Yeah.
younger, my mother would always buy the plaster so we can make our own um, Christmas ornaments. And she would put the not the clothespin, the paper clip in the top, and that would be the hook. And then when they dried, we would paint them.
Mm-hmm.
But we would
Yep.
always string the popcorn onto the
Yeah.
string. And we were wondering one year why the string wasn't getting full. My mother had this dog. I don't even remember the name of it, but it was about this big, and it looked like a lion's mane in the front. It was so
Yep.
cute.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah,
It's
we
like
named my dad.
my my pay or something like
Right,
that.
my dad named him Rambo because they rescued him from this asshole that was in front of our apartment building that was abusing the dog. My dad watched this big. The dude was big. Kicked this dog with a steel toe boot hard. So my dad shoved him, and the dog ran under the car. Well, because my dad was a man and he was big, he wouldn't come to my dad. So he went and
Yep.
got my mom, and my mom got the dog out from underneath the car, and they wound up keeping him. So my dad said because he made it through that, they named him Rambo, and because his bark didn't fit his size. Like literally, if someone came to our door, they thought we had this huge dog. And then we opened the door, and then my mom's holding this little thing in her hands. So, anyways, he was under my mother's chair and was eating the popcorn as it was coming down the
Yeah.
screen. That's why it wasn't getting filled. It was so funny. Mm,
But yeah, we have fun. We used to have fun because
yeah,
like
we
we
did.
would do baking every
Mm,
night. Like we'd bake
yeah,
cookies or
I try to pass on those traditions
yep,
with my kid because at the end of the day, when you're that young, you're thinking about Santa bringing you gifts. But as you
yep,
become an adult, those are the things you remember. You know, there may be a gift or two that you remember getting, but those are the things that
yep.
you remember, those memories
Like I
that
Well,
remember
share.
Elizabeth getting all teary eyed because when she finally got her own apartment, I gave her her Christmas tree ornament
Right. I did
that
the
she
same.
had picked out when she was like 7 years
Right.
old.
Right. I did the same.
well, when I was a kid, I was brought up with sweet corn, corn on the cob. We had that every Sunday or every Saturday or whatever, and that was always what we had. And we used to go to the local show, like the field day or whatever you guys call it over there. And you go and do your rides and your show bags and all that shit. And it was the only place we could get what we call candy corn. And candy corn for us over here was not the same as what you guys have there, which is all smothered and shit. It was coloured popcorn with slight different flavours of different sugars on it. All right, so that was a treat for us to get popcorn at the show. And then my parents introduced us when I was real young to drive-in movies. And my mother said, "We ain't buying the shit in the shop. It's too expensive. We can only afford to go see the movie." So they made toffee, and they made toffee apples, and they made popcorn. And that was the first time I ever saw that sweet corn turned into my favourite popcorn. I was in love with sweet corn for the rest of my life after that.
Yeah.
Uh,
We used to do the same here because you couldn't afford to go into to the regular movie theater, and sometimes like the baby was too loud to take into the theater. So if we didn't have enough money, being that we had so many kids, like because at the time we had us and then my mother's friend living with us with her 3 kids. So we couldn't afford paying for 6 kids plus the adults. So we would hide in the trunk or put a blanket over us so they didn't see us.
yeah,
And we would bring our own snacks, you know?
Yeah.
that was the thing about the drive-in. You could always bring your own snacks in the
Right,
cooler.
right.
My
Yep.
mother would make a regular picnic out of it,
Yeah, yeah. My mom
because
and
we'd
dad
go
did
for the
too.
matinee, 2 movies.
Right, right.
Like,
And I went to the drive-ins before you had to use your stereo in your car. They have them boxes that hook to your
Yep.
window.
yeah, yeah. Well, that when I was going with my mother, that's exactly all. That's all they
Mhm.
had.
Yep.
You
Right,
know.
We would sit in the I can remember me and my best friend would go with her mother and her mother's boyfriend and we would sit in the back of his pickup truck because we had that speaker
right.
and he would
We,
bring a
we,
blanket and pillows and
we used to go to the matinee at the drive-in as well. And we used to go to a drive-in that had two screens. So it was like two drive-ins
yep.
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 each other. And one side had two different movies that were a matinee, and the other side had two different movies and a matinee. And you'd pay for one, and if you didn't like the movie, you just walk across the fence line to the other one and sit in front of the canteen where the speakers were playing the
Yep.
music, the movie for you, and you'd watch the other one instead.
Yep.
Hmm. Yep. And this is what I try to iterate to my children. Like, you think all this other stuff right now is important, but when you get older, these are the things. And I tell my daughter all the time, and I wish my mother, if there was one thing she kept going that her mother did, was the Sunday dinners.
Yep. My
When
mother always
Italian
did Sunday
families,
dinner.
being an Italian, like, and I can only speak because we practice more of our Italian heritage than we did the Irish. The most Irish we did was the corned beef and
On
cabbage on
St.
St.
Patrick's
Patrick's
Day.
Day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
That's
that's all you have to do. Do that and be a drunk, and that
right, right. And we got the little pot of the leprechaun left us gold coins, and that was
You
about
have,
it.
you have to fight as well, Jimmy. If you don't fight, you're not Irish.
Right.
well,
So
you know,
um
they're Italian. They were dysfunctional, so they fit in.
yeah. So my grandmother, we had this huge dinner every Sunday at her house. No matter what was going on, no matter how bad things was, there was always that Sunday dinner. And like the smell of my grandmother's house is what I remember. You
Yep.
know, and
Right?
certain smells will remind me of it. It's very rare that I can actually smell. Like my uncle, very often I would walk into my uncle, my mom's youngest brother's house, and smell that smell. Very
Yep.
often. And he took on the tradition of the holidays when my grandmother passed away. For
Yep.
Christmas and Thanksgiving and St. Patrick's Day, we all went to his house and we celebrated
Yep.
it.
That was my grandfather's.
Yep. So those are the things I remember, like the smell of my grandmother's house and her food.
That's when the family fell apart too, though.
Right,
When Grandpa died, there was no more Christmas at his house. So it's like
right.
that side of the family. We went to an aunt's house for a few years, but then she got divorced, and it was like,
Right.
freaking
Yep.
nothing.
Yeah, it kind of fell apart a little bit after my grandmother died too, and then
So,
we kind of all regrouped and started
yep.
going to my uncle's house. But it's never the same because they're like
No.
they truly are like the matriarch of the family. You know what
Mhm.
I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
Yep. I can remember my grandmother having, like, she would get those like hall tables, the really long ones. She would have like three of them set up, and it would just be lined with food.
Hmm.
And she would make like all the traditional, she was
Hmm.
French. So she would make all the traditional Canadian French stuff and
Hmm.
like the meat pies and
Hmm.
like that's what I, and then when she died, we would go to my aunt's house. But like you said, it wasn't the same.
No,
Oop.
and for Italians, before on Christmas Eve, we celebrate our Christmas meal is, and I don't like seafood, so they always make the kids something else. But you eat 7 different fishes on Christmas Eve, so that was a big thing too, you know. And seafood's expensive, so everyone in the family chipped in. Thank you,
Yep.
Lucky. But that was an Italian tradition. The wine, the seafood. Oh, quiet gamer. um, So other little and my grandmother would have this. I don't even know what you call it, but it was like this 3-tier thing, and she had like around Christmas she had like the chestnuts and all that you actually had to take that silver
The
thing
nut
of booster,
cutter.
yeah, and
Yep. The
crack them. And
nutcracker.
then
Yep.
she had the soldier
Walnut.
nutcracker, a
Yep.
real one that cut. Yep. Hey everyone, any word on Donna and Anthony? No, I haven't heard anything yet, Shannon.
The last update I got on Facebook was that they lost power for a little bit, but it was back on. They didn't know how long it would last, though. I think mostly what they've gotten is rain.
Making me hungry. I hear you.
Speaking
I
of
hear
Dell,
you.
there he is. Your
Daryl,
troublemaker. Your troublemaker, Dell. You know what I've had to deal with? You know what I had to
What?
deal with, Dell?
What?
Baby Shark. That's
everybody
what I had
talking
to
about
deal
Baby
with, Dell.
Shark.
All your fault. My great grandmother used to make me pick out the chicken for her to kill for dinner when I was a kid. Oh, I never had to do that. Mother make the pasta, catch it.
We used to have to catch our own chook before we cooked it, or
Hmm.
go out and pull the veg out of the garden that we're in.
Mother's house.
I own 2 electric mincers that I
Nice.
use to grind up my meat that I want when
Do
I
you
need
have
it
the one
minced.
that clamps on a table?
Yeah, I've got one of those in the cupboard, but I don't use
I
it
have
anymore.
one of those.
Yeah. My mother has my grandmother's. My dad loved that thing. And then the other cool thing my grandparents had, going back to the popcorn real fast, is they had that popcorn machine that plugged in and you
Yep.
seen it fill up the plastic thing and it poured out the little spout.
Yep.
Yep.
And all them things back then had that little stupid symbol on it. whether it be brown or blue. It was that little symbol, like a like I don't know how to describe it. I have to show you.
But yeah, another thing that I remember, my grandmother, we talked about our grandmothers lived in the same type of apartment. My grandmother had this big closet in between her bedroom and her bathroom.
Yeah, my grandparents did too.
And I can remember as a kid, that was like a treasure chest because you never knew what would be in there. Like whenever you needed something, we lived like 5 minutes from my grandmother. I would go to my grandmother's house and be like, Mama, do you have this? And she would always have it. Like when I went to the swimming pool, she lived in the same, it was basically adjacent to the my part of the city's swimming pool. And I would go to her house before going to the pool because I needed what do you call it? The thing you put on your head,
Uh huh.
a bathing cap.
Right.
And my mother would be like, I'm not giving you money for one. Meme has them. So I would go to my grandmother's house.
Yeah. Did she have the one
I
with
have
the
a
flowers
question.
on
Lucky,
it?
Yep.
Doris,
Lucky. Hold on,
did
hold on.
you?
Lucky, I'm not out. I'm just relaxing the back. I actually past couple days I've been pretty
Just
active
sitting
and
in
my
front of a
back's
fire, you
feeling
get warm, you get cozy, you get a bit cozy. That's
right. I'm
fine.
just kicking back,
And I
man.
can remember
Doris,
my grandmother would,
did you have a red hoodie when you were a kid?
I probably did.
Because then it would have been Little Red Riding Hood going to Grandma's place.
Yep. I can remember instead of us spending money on food because she knew my parents would never give us money to get food out of the shack, she would come up to the fence and she would give us food through the fence. She
Aw.
would tell us what time to meet her over by the shack, and she would come by the shack and she'd be sticking like cut up vegetables or whatever.
Did anyone ever tell your grandmother don't feed the wild animals through the fence?
Obviously not, because she fed us all the time.
Well,
That reminds me of that episode on Medea. Is one of the movies. She's in jail, and this female inmate kept messing with her. She was like, "I want to eat, I want to eat," and Medea said, "You don't see that sign?" She said, "What sign?" She said, "That sign right there says, please don't feed the monkeys." I said, "Oh my God."
And only, actually, a few things I remember my grandmother. The only thing I remember when I was a kid was she had a feather mattress. I guarantee I remember that. It was the softest bed I'd ever slept on, a feather mattress. And they lived in a tin shed on the
Oh.
farm.
Oh
My
my
grandfather was
God,
too tight
Wolfie.
and too lazy to build a proper house, so he started building a shed and then closed up a couple of walls in there for rooms, and that was their house and shed and everything else. And then he never extended it, so it was a frigging tin shed for like 50 years.
That sounds like some shit my ex's
that's why
grandfather
Doris doesn't
did.
let me build the house.
Because
That's
you'll
all
never
it'd
do
be.
Mhm.
it.
But yep.
But my mother always used to have Sunday night roast. Every Sunday night we'd have a lamb roast.
Yep. My mother would always she would either do like a pork roast or a beef roast. But it would always be something big because my sisters would come over with their kids and
Oh yeah, this
you
was a massive lamb roast, only just fit inside a normal electric fry pan.
yep.
And because she had 5 boys, and they'd all be home Sunday night. They wouldn't be home every other night, but guaranteed
Yep.
Sunday night everyone was home for um,
Yep. That was my mother's only rule. She
roast
didn't care
lamb,
if you came
roast
home for dinner or
chicken.
any other night, but you had to be home for dinner on Sunday.
Yeah, my grandmother said that too. She said, "I don't care how grown you kids are and what you do every day in your life, any other day, but Sundays, you come home and we all eat together. We pray together and we enjoy this food. Even if you don't go to church, you better be at this table." And my
Yep.
grandmother didn't eat dinner. I swear this woman, she didn't eat dinner at no time. No, on Sundays, dinner was done at 12:30 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we used to have that.
I
That's all we used
understand,
to have.
Wolfie. My grandfather used to do something similar. And I think everybody's grandmother has done this. They pull out. that piece of candy in their purse that got no wrapper, nothing, and tell you here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go to the doctors with them and they want you to stay quiet. They give you the piece of candy in the purse that has no wrapper or nothing. I
Yep.
don't know how we survived.
I don't know. I can remember my mother telling me. So when I was like born, I was born with a kidney malfunction. So by the time I was 3, I had to have 3 major operations.
How did I get
And
host?
Cut
huh?
on the smoke.
Oh,
Got to take it back.
And
Daddy, would you like some circumcision?
my mother told me the only thing she could remember was my grandmother getting in trouble because my grandmother sticking those candies in my bedside table, and they kept yelling at the nurses kept yelling at my grandmother, telling her I couldn't have them because I was supposed to have the surgery. So she would stick them in my table so they wouldn't see them, but
Yeah.
she would tell me they were there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Whenever
Shannon
no one
and
was looking, you were
Lucky.
eating them.
I mean, yes, Shannon and Dale, you get it.
Yep.
Dale said, been in the purse for
I
years.
I do.
That and the butterscotch. The
Yeah,
peppermints and the butterscotch were the two my grandmother always
I
had.
hated the butterscotch.
Yep.
Shannon
Yeah.
said, "Ah, the tobacco lint covered peppermint." Yes, see, you get
Yep.
it.
Gamer.
If Jesus gave me a Werther's original, I'd thank him so well. Hello. Yeah, fine.
Hi,
But yep,
gamer.
my mother used
Gamer.
to say to me,
Self-lubricating foreskins to you, so.
and my
My
mother used to.
foreskin doesn't lubricate. Excuse me, Doris. I'm talking about foreskins.
I was talking first, gamer.
No, you wasn't actually. You wasn't. You
Actually, I
spoke.
was.
No, actually, you wasn't.
You
she's
fucking
doing
He
the.
wasn't.
wanker.
She's
Exactly. You wasn't.
she's doing the
Doris.
Californian head wobble.
I know. I was
Doris.
just gonna say something about it, gamer.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Well, tell me you didn't just go there.
Excuse me.
Tell
You were
me you
saying,
don't sound
Gamer?
like
You were
Dustin right
talking about
now.
foreskin.
Not just like Dustin.
I do
What
enjoy
up,
a good
Jesse?
foreskin.
Don't mind me, man.
I
I was
don't.
outside all day today.
Do, 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 do.
Kind of achy.
Blue Savannah song. Oh, do, do.
I
Yep,
don't have my grandmother's purse, Shannon, but I have her jewelry box, and it smells just like her house still.
Oh, of course it does.
The only thing I actually remember my grandmother having on a regular was a budgerigar.
a what?
A budgerigar.
The fuck
What
is
the hell
that?
is that?
The bird.
It's what Nick breeds.
Oh, budgie, budgie.
Oh,
Do
bungee.
you
Budgies is the short
want
word for budgerigar. They're actually called
love?
budgerigar. Anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, and
Peter.
every time that one died, she just go buy another one. She always had a budgerigar, different colours. Steve, you changed the colour of your budgie. Yeah, the other one died. All right.
Shannon,
I
you know
keep.
what other candy my grandmother was big on? Is them candies that came in like the cookies and stuff, but then eventually you
had
could buy them. They were
you
wrapped
had
in,
candies that
Oh, the
came.
can.
yeah, they look like strawberries. The wrapper looked like a strawberry.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Strawberry humbug.
Or the peppermints.
You had hold on.
The
Let me correct
peppermints
you.
are
You had
soft.
you guys had candy that came in cookies.
yes.
Geez, the cookies would have been creamy.
Oh, those cookies are so
Or like you would get like the
creamy.
sausage. You know how like you get the Hickory Farm sausage stuff. Sometimes
Yeah,
they would give you them strawberry candies with that.
I'd love
yeah,
to give you
yeah.
a Hickory Farm sausage.
Yeah, and they fight. We actually have a supermarket that has them now.
Yeah, yeah.
Buy
We
by the
do too.
handful.
Yeah. But
Blue
before it was like you
Savannah
had to
Yeah,
get the
song.
Hickory Farm
yeah. They
or
were
the
very
special.
hard to find
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You-
Sausage
I,
by the handful?
I know what you're on about now, them strawberry cream things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
Because I
Shannon, I
have
forgot about
had a
them.
Hickory Farm sausage,
Mhm.
summer sausage set before from America.
Mm.
That's exactly
That's
what you're
what got him.
talking about.
That's what got him interested in sausages.
Once upon a
Here we
time, that
go.
was
Did somebody hand deliver it to you? And did
yeah,
they
yeah.
ask you, would you like to sample my smoked meat log?
They did, and then as they come up to me, they too told me a fascinating story about their French grandparents.
Mhm.
Shannon, I forgot all about those candies. My grandma was also into them soft, gummy peppermint things.
Oh fuck me.
Look like a peppermint leaf. That's how they were called.
Oh, spearmint leaf, we
Spearmint.
call them. Spearmint
Spearmint
leaf.
gum. Yeah, there you
No,
go.
it's not, it wasn't gum. It was a gummy candy.
Yeah,
My grandmother's
with the
heavily
sugar
into
sprinkle on top of
Jesus.
it.
Were they orbits?
No.
Spearmint leaves.
No, that's
Who's
gum.
gone to
Duh.
Who's gone
No,
Who's
no,
gone to orbit?
spearmint leaves were jelly type candy that you were soft and chew, and when you chewed on
Would
them,
you mind kissing me in my testicular
Oh, I
area,
forgot
sir?
about those too, Shannon.
Every time I see
Um,
the spearmint gum, it reminds me of grandmother because
We
she
just
would
call 'em-
always have a bunch of those packs in that big closet.
we call pillow mints humbugs.
Hello again, Go Fish.
Hey, go fish.
Dill.
Yep, the pillow
Fruitcake.
mints.
Fruitcake. Oh.
That and those Christmas candies you would buy in the can.
My mother still buys them.
They were
My
all the
mother
striped
still,
candies that had different flavors.
yeah, my
My
mother
grandmother
still,
always had those too, and they would always be a big rock
right,
of candy
right,
because they would
right.
stick together.
My grandmother used to have those around Christmas too. My mother still buys them.
Yep, I buy
Yeah,
them
I
every
love
now and then if I see them in a store.
Interesting fact, fruitcake, no one ever really wanted to eat it because it could sit there forever and not rot, right? It actually tasted halfway decent, but you were always afraid to eat it because you didn't know how long it had been there, right?
That
But the
much
fact
alcohol in
is,
it.
yeah, exactly. It's loaded with alcohol. So
Yeah, the ancestral fruitcake. Every
yeah,
year they freaking roll it out like they roll out the freaking
yeah,
that old bowl of chestnuts that seems to
Yeah.
be
right. Is that
slightly
last
more
year's
deteriorated
fruitcake?
than
Is that
last
a
year.
fresh one?
Unfortunately, like the English, Australians are mad on fruit mince pies.
Oh,
Hello,
over in
Christina.
England they call chestnuts conkas.
And it's funny because
Whatever.
another thing I remember from my childhood is, and to this day, I don't know why they chose him to do it. I had this one uncle who would always play Santa Claus. And the only problem was all us kids knew it was him because
Mhm.
he was in a war and he got shot or something. So part of his nose was messed up and they would
Mhm.
never cover it.
Mhm.
So you always knew it was Uncle Mo by his messed up
Mhm.
nose. But he would always be the one to play Santa Claus, and we would always just play along because he loved playing Santa Claus.
That's part of the reason you do it.
Yeah, Shannon. That's what she's
Mhm.
talking about. And stick with it. You already fucked up. Because what goes on in Vegas is supposed to stay in Vegas. Which means you're not supposed to tell us
Mm.
you're in Vegas.
Unless it
Yep.
didn't happen in Vegas and you're just
Mhm.
imagining things and he was
Yeah,
actually in
if it
Wisconsin.
happened on the outskirts of Vegas, it's kind of like a dream.
Mhm.
A
But if it
vagina.
happened in the city limits, it didn't happen.
How about some ribbon candy? Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh God, that stuff
Mhm.
was awesome too.
it was.
Mhm.
Some of it was okay. Some of it was okay. Some of it was anise flavored, and I'm like,
Hey, you only got it once a year. It was awesome.
Right? And still to this day, you can only find it around Christmas time.
you tell me that you would eat licorice flavored anything.
Yeah.
I can't stand licorice.
Ugh.
Licorice flavored condoms.
$8 beers. What?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even joking. They're actually quite tasty, but okay.
Oh my God. I also didn't like the medicine my grandmother would give us when we were sick at her house.
No, because it was probably that
Mhm.
freaking what the
Castor
hell
oil.
was that clear
Castor
shit?
oil.
Yeah.
Castor oil.
Yep.
Mhm.
Blue
Oh,
Savannah song.
do any of you remember something called Buckley's mixture?
No,
Oh,
Familiar with Buckley's?
no, it doesn't sound familiar at all.
That stuff.
And I remember when we were kids, my father had to threaten my grandmother because every time she would take one of us girls, we'd come back home with a little butcher boy haircut. She would cut our bangs like up to here. She'd cut all our hair. And her biggest thing was if your bangs were in your eyes, you were gonna go blind.
yeah, I heard
Mm.
that
So
too.
she would butcher our hair. And finally, my father said to her, if you cut one of my girls' hair one more time, I'm going to shave your goddamn head. Because she would literally do it every time she had us alone.
And my grandmother was obsessed with Vicks.
Yep. Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yep, Vicks fixed everything. I'm glad my grandmother didn't give me that.
Yep. Or salt tablet. The
Yeah.
cure for any kind of wound, salt tablet.
Sagittarius on a sausage, baby.
And if you got burned, my grandmother was very big at putting butter on it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Chucking
My
you in
mother
the
used
oven
to do
for
the
half
same
an hour
thing.
on 7 degrees. Okay.
Or if you got a pigsty, my grandmother would wet a tea bag and put it on your eye.
Yup. I still do that. I'm not even gonna lie.
I still do
have
too.
tea bags just in case that happens.
And you know, now as an adult, I still do it, but now as an adult and being in the medical field, I know it's basically the warm compress.
Right.
But still,
You know
as an
what?
adult, I'll still use
I do
the
it too.
warm
Do you
tea
know
bag.
Do you know what I found works very well on pig size? Worked 3 times for me, and I'll recommend it to everybody.
A Fabergé egg.
No, a gold wedding ring. You rub
I
your
was
gold
close.
wedding ring on pig sty, and it does. It kills a pig sty. Someone told me that once.
All right, stick with it. Good luck, man.
Yep.
Have fun. We love you. Be safe. Don't go to jail. We ain't got bail money.
Absolutely works. It's beside the fact that I just cleared the tear duct that was blocking it to make the pig. It works.
And let's be honest, Doris. It's easier to boil a tea bag than have a big ass freaking hot pad on your eye.
Yep.
Another thing, I used to get really, really bad ear infections when I was a kid. Really bad. And they would put me on these antibiotics, special antibiotics, and I would keep getting them. And the antibiotics cost a lot of money. So my grandmother said to my parents, "What the hell are you doing? Spending all this money on
Oh
medicine?"
boy. Yeah.
She bought.
Sorry.
She warmed up some oil, cooking oil.
And put a
And
cotton tip in it.
yep, put a cotton ball
Yep.
in it, and then stuck it in my ear and made me lay like this.
Yep.
And I didn't feel nothing. It started draining. It was disgusting.
Yep. My
And then they,
grandmother used to do the same thing.
right, and if my ear got too filled with wax, there was this candle thing they used to use to take the wax
Yep.
out of my ear.
Yep.
Oh, the best thing I got was hydrogen peroxide.
Well,
And the doctor told my mother to do that.
Mhm. It
my
worked.
old man cured head lice
I know.
by washing the hair in kerosene.
Don't burn.
Yep.
You-
Shannon, my father would
you know
do
what-
that or the hair dryer. He
You
would
know
put
what
the
actually cures
hairdryer
head
on low.
lice? It's the easiest thing, and it's not as dangerous as
Jesus.
kerosene. Isopropyl alcohol. Every time. It'll get, and in a pinch, whiskey.
My doctor hit the roof if I told him that.
Hello, social gaming. And you know what's funny about that, Shannon? Is now the doctors would tell you if you blow smoke around your children too much, that causes the ear infection.
100 proof or better, though, for the whiskey.
I
Hey.
my parents used to use the whiskey when we had a toothache, or to
Yeah.
gum
Speaking
the
of
numb.
100 proof
They would
whiskey.
rub it on your gums.
Hmm.
My father
Clove
used
oil.
Jack Daniels for cough
Right,
syrup.
right. My
Uh,
dad,
Clove oil.
right.
Hey, social gaming, how you doing?
My dad kept his Jack Daniels.
Yes,
Everywhere we moved,
yes,
disclaimer. Everywhere we moved, my dad built his own
Yes.
bar, that party.
Mhm.
yes.
And
My mother used an onion as a paperweight. Yes.
oh my gosh. So he kept his good whiskey in this thing behind his bar, and there was this little boy. And he
Yes.
pushed the button, and the whiskey came out of his pee pee like he was peeing.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
my auntie used to use a dildo as a chew toy.
Did she freeze it first? I heard the coldness helps. I'm good, social gaming. How are you?
It's funny because one thing that I
Yes.
remember, one of my aunts lived in the country, kind of like we live now. Back then it was,
Yes.
now it's Pelham, New Hampshire. So it's like a big city now almost compared to what it was. and she would have an ice cream delivery truck every Sunday that would deliver
What
ice
did it
cream.
deliver? Oh, it delivered ice cream.
Yes.
We used to have a soft drink delivery truck every weekend.
Oh
And
my God, Shannon.
You can get that here too.
one of the
Used to.
things,
Don't do it no more.
one of the
Hold on.
things I
Hold on.
used to,
Hold on. I have to read Shannon's comment. Hold on 1 second. 'Cause I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly to myself. It says, never use ammonia. My mom did, and I ended up being thrown out the back door by my dad before I died. Fucking memories.
Right.
Uh-huh.
All right. Here there's a place called Hosmer Mountain. It's just soda. This place that makes sodas of all type, and
Really, Jana?
they're located in Manchester, Connecticut, and their products are wonderful.
Yeah,
And
we used to call a place called Crystal Drinks. Used to deliver their own flavored drinks. You couldn't get them. Coca-Cola never made them, and Pepsi never made them, and the other one, which is
Right.
Australian, never made them. These were their flavors. You never ever.
well,
they were
and
good.
that
Hello,
was part of
Gana.
They
my
have their own
How you
point.
flavors
doing,
too.
beautiful? Everyone say hi to Gana. Let's not be
Hi,
rude.
Oh.
Gana.
Hi,
Hey,
beautiful
Deanna Banana,
Gana.
how you doing?
Yes. When I was back to the
I
other
was trying to
fascinating
ignore it.
stories. Let's think of one. Make one up quickly. Oh yes, back in the olden days, there was a shop in England called the food shop, and my mother bought onions for paperweights.
Mm.
But that was part of my point because my favorite ice cream off that truck was a banana,
onion?
was a butterscotch popsicle,
There you go.
and I've never been able to find one.
Do you
anywhere
remember-
else.
Funny enough, Doris. The most favorite drink off that drink truck was a butterscotch soda.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, the one that's one of the nicer ones. But I tell you, if you keep your bottles in the racks that they come in, you only have to pay for the like a certain fee, and you get whatever flavors you want next time.
Right, because they take it off to
Well-
you saving the bottle.
Yeah.
Well, we used to have a
Sure.
place called Savoy's Beverage that did that.
Mm.
You go in and it was a huge garage, but they'd have
Yes, yeah.
stacks and stacks of soda, and it was basically, it was sold by the case with glass bottles, and you had to bring back your case to get another case.
Did they sell onions?
To say no, they didn't sell onions. All they sold was
We- we-
beverages.
This place
we
actually
used- we-
delivers.
We used to have a Mr. Whippy van that used to come around and sell soft serve, and
Oh,
then
yeah, it
home
was
ice.
one
Then
of them.
home ice
Yeah,
cream
Mr.
come around, and
Softy.
that screwed that up the ass.
Mr.
Yeah.
Softy. Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Softy. Around here it was
Steve.
Steve,
Steve,
the ice cream man, and way back in the day, it was Mr. Frosty.
And
Oh,
then
here it was
Mr.
ice
Softy
cream
went out
man.
and good humor came in.
Ah, Lisa.
That was the name of the ice cream.
They still have good humor ice cream.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I know the way I said it was
Blue
funny.
Savannah song.
I don't even think he gets that wrong, Wolfie.
But that's like the good humor ice cream. My favorite one
Oh fuck me.
was
Gamer.
shut up, gamer.
No,
Go get
Doris,
your
you
onion.
shut up. You
Go
shut
get your
up.
onion and use it as a
The-
goddamn
The,
paperweight.
the problem that we're all bored senseless is because you're boring speeches.
Your favorite one was strawberry shortcake.
Nope.
No,
that
no,
was
no.
Jimmy's
I
favorite.
need to lay into Doris for a second. Sorry for the disrespect about this, Jimmy, but your wife. Good day to you, madam.
Good day to you, sir. You goddamn wanker.
Oh shit.
But my favorite
late.
one was a toasted coconut.
That's funny, Shannon.
They don't have them no more.
Bit racist.
Yeah,
It's not
collected bottles,
goddamn
traded in
wanker.
for
It's
cigs.
sodden wanker.
The hell time is it? 3 a.m? Dang. No wonder I don't get up till noontime.
Wolfblade. Only he knows.
And Wolfie, define normal.
Yeah, please.
What bottles did you used to collect?
Jameson and coffee is proper Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Yes, it is,
That's
Gano. There's
That's
absolutely nothing wrong with
what do they
that.
call it? Irish
yeah,
coffee.
that'll work, Ganna.
Yeah.
Big ups.
I do that
Uh-huh.
with my iced coffees.
You don't
Yeah,
put
you gotta have a lot of
Jameson in
milk,
iced
though.
coffee.
Who says?
You wouldn't know what to
Shannon
do with
said,
Jameson's in your coffee.
Shannon said just use the coffee as a chaser, Kenny.
Yeah, you go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, you put something nice in that cup? Oh yeah, I put a little Jameson in here, and then yeah, mind if I
Little
take a sip?
Jameson
Oh
in
yeah, go
your
ahead.
cup.
Hey, this tastes like straight whiskey. Yeah, I said I put Jameson in it. I didn't say there was anything else.
Mhm.
Wolfie, you're an asshole.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Asian Star Wars.
Yeah, Irish coffee's pretty good though. I like that.
Of course you do. There's alcohol in it.
Woo.
Well, nothing like being a wide awake drunk. You know?
Oh, geez.
I was
That
going
would
to
be
say, yeah,
lucky,
there's
Come
James.
too
there's
far.
there's alcohol and coffee in it. Jimmy loves it. He can keep his eyes open while he's
Just to
stoned.
find
You should start
Hey.
drinking
we
more on that
are
Thirsty Thursday. Maybe able to go more.
Hey, Lisa
Something that
will
gets
remember
up.
these. Remember Dunkin' Donuts used to have the freaking damn it, the fruit coffee colada?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. You put a
Hey,
put a shot of Captain Morgan in that for every cup size you have, like a large is like 3 shots of freaking Captain Morgan's.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
hey, Lisa,
I mean,
would you mind if I
Captain-
sent Go Fish Office a link?
no, she come up
Actually,
with too much.
I would mind.
You
Go
would?
fish,
Your
go
name's
fish,
not
office,
Lisa.
office,
Game,
go
mate.
I
Your
know,
name's
I'm
not
t-
Lisa.
And your name's not Lisa anyway, Gaffer. She can speak on behalf of herself, you arsehat. So you're just as talking
And
shit
she-
as I just did. And
and she
second of
did.
all, no, let me fucking get one
And she
sentence out in
did.
this whole conversation, you
And
dick
she
weasel.
did.
I have no problem with Go Fish Office. I was just talking shit, you fucking frantic liberal turd.
Yes. Yes, I am. And she did say what she wanted to say. But you're still
Fuck
not
me
Lisa.
with a carrot. Everyone up here. I'm so smart. I'm so wise. Go fuck yourselves.
I'm not so smart wise. I'm a dumb fuck.
I'm a drunk beer drunk yeah.
Okay,
Beer
Game,
drinking philosopher.
if I found a way to go fuck myself, would it make me smart?
I wouldn't be here.
Excuse me.
Jimmy.
I'm trying
Oh,
to find my sausage.
Lucky 7, we are showing so much love, it's killing us.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
This is how we show
There's
love.
love.
Lucky.
There's love everywhere. I'm right now. I'm spraying love all over Gaffer's face in a small white beady form.
And Jesus loves that.
Good night, Daryl.
Good night, Daryl.
Night, Daryl.
He said I'm going before they start showing me that kind of love.
What she said.
Yep, Daryl was like, I was gonna go up on piano, but never mind.
Nope, I'm good.
He doesn't want to get sprayed with sticky things.
British seaman.
Don't worry, I'm a low pressure kind of guy. It just kind of like trickles out. There's no spraying over it.
There's
Or
no
when you have
porno
a
stream.
urethra like a fire hose.
There's
That's not what-
there's no porno stream.
Game. That's not what Garner told me.
Whoa, she must be using someone else again.
Wolfie said in school I used to put a shitload of vodka in my Slurpee and then go to school.
There you go.
Yes, I think Ganna used that phrase on you as well, Gamer, while she was over there.
Sienna said, clean up the love, please. It's getting on the carpet.
Let me tell you now, I didn't fucking waste a drop with her. There weren't even a fucking atom that went on my carpet when she was about.
Everyone got so quiet. I don't even know where to go with that.
I'm sorry, it's so hard to laugh and talk at the same time.
Ooh,
Do you think it was coincidental that when she was over here there was a tissue shortage? That's all I'm saying.
Gamer, she is gonna
beat
put a
you?
frying pan upside your head.
Ooh, upside his head. I said, whoop upside his head.
Providing it's got some well done bacon in the side, and I'm about to be the recipient of a sandwich, I'm quite happy with that.
Hot rod.
Bacon,
Hello.
bacon butty, by the way, is a bacon sandwich for anyone who didn't know.
Oh,
Which is
thank
what I'm
you.
having for tea.
Oh, fantastic!
Bacon butty.
I had 2 for breakfast, and I'm going to have 2 for tea.
Bacon butty or a bacon sarnie is another word for
Bacon
a
butty. No, that's and bacon sarnie is cold bacon in a couple of pieces of bread. Bacon butty, it's got to be actually hot. The butter's got to melt, and it's going to soak into the bread. Oh.
Thanks to the Australian for teaching the Englishman English. Wrong English. It can be a butty or a sarnie or a sandwich.
I wouldn't mind having a bacon butty right now.
Sounds good.
I wouldn't mind receiving
Crystal?
8 inches of cock.
Justin needs a buddy.
Wolfie said tonight on the round table, the battle of the accents. Seth, I don't know what to say to you. I don't tell your mother I said hi. I hope she will. Okay.
Seth Weiner.
Oh, that's the other thing I could go for.
A wiener?
Oh, chip buddy.
Oh.
Nothing beats a chip buddy. Oh, bacon buddy does, but only just barely.
So what's a chip buddy?
Oh, hot chips in a buttered sandwich.
And that's chips or French fries?
Well, if that's what you call French fries.
We don't know. That's why we're asking you.
Hot chips.
What about a crisp butty?
Chips. Hot chips.
What about a crisp butty?
Because like when we do fish and chips here, it's normally fish and French fries.
All right, French fries then. Because problem is French fries in Australia is what McDonald's sell. You know, those shoestring shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jana said Gamer needs a hot sausage injection. He has been talking about it all night.
Thanks. Okay.
So which one of you gentlemen are gonna volunteer to give Gamer a hot sausage injection?
Well, I don't have a hot sausage, so.
Well, me and Lisa definitely don't have hot sausages, so.
Well, I'm nowhere near where he lives. I'm 5,000 miles away.
Well, with Lisa, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to say she ain't got a sausage till I've seen it. Need proof.
I'm telling you now. If I gave Lisa my cold sausage, it'd get hot real quick. Okay, there's nothing going on there.
And Captain, what scares me about you just saying that is that it almost sounds like if you live closer,
you would be willing to go and
him
give him
a sausage.
Well, who
There's also
fucking
no
wouldn't?
sausages in my kitchen.
Have you looked at me? I look regal. I look like a princely fucking tiger with gazelle features and beautiful, wondrous, Prince Charming ways.
And if
You do know, folks. He's got his hand on
innuendo
his sausage
for
at the
cock
moment.
or something. Might I remind you?
Hello, Bruce. I make chips up
Does
here.
this look like a sausage to you?
Thank you for joining us, Bruce. Thank you for joining us.
Depends how many beers you buy me first.
Oh my God.
I'm easy going. Like literally, I'm anyone's on half a pint of Guinness.
I know, Ganna. That's what I was saying too.
Yes, it would be a share if you could actually get it out long enough to get it to be shared.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
The reflex. The reflex. Da, 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 da. You've gone too far this time. Da, da. But I'm dancing on my Valentine. Sorry.
Thank you, Bruce. Gamers Tarzan and Captain.
Thank you, Bruce.
Gamers Tarzan and Captain's Cheetah.
Hey, Bruce.
Oh, well, I'm actually Duran right now. But why don't you do say dun, 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 to reflex? I like that song. Now it's playing in my head. It's waiting in the park. Da, 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 da. Carry on, you boring cunts.
No, we're listening to you sing.
Watching. Do you know that one? An electric over. Isn't that bizarre? Do you know that one, Lisa? Every little thing that reflects stars.
I
Do
think
you
so.
know that one, Lisa?
I think so. It sounds familiar. Continue.
Nah, no. I ain't singing that. That's a hard song to sing. If you want me to do that properly, I told you, money. Money, money, money.
Money, money,
Thousands.
money.
Yep.
Buy him a sandwich.
But he need a sandwich.
Honey,
I will
honey,
do.
honey.
I will do
Awfully
a like
funny.
concert
Yeah,
one day.
sorry.
I
That's
can't
right.
wait for that game. That would be awesome.
Huh.
I'm going to be singing smash hits from the Teletubbies.
Just the first two lyrics, or
I only want to hear the platinum one sings.
I only need a chorus and then I'll just cut out.
Well, that's all you can fucking understand is the chorus. Mm.
I only knew 3 words.
I know.
Jimmy, are you okay?
Oh yeah,
You're very
He's off
quiet over
doing
there.
other things. You know,
just
any
reading
people
some
who do
shit.
that.
Rocking all over the world.
Hi, Jay. Who's hi? Jay?
I
I
think
played
it's
game on the
Jimmy,
thing and I still only get
but
10
I don't
seconds.
know for sure.
What?
I was saying hi to Bruce.
Well, Ganna, you need to whoop his ass.
Right, but I was wondering who the J was that Bruce was saying hi to.
You
Oh,
may be talking to
Me.
Mr. J.
like it, I like it, I like it, I like.
either way.
Truth be
Here we
known, Bruce
go.
is
What's up,
just doing
Bruce?
a game. He's singing the chorus. You got to work out what the rest of the sentence is.
Rocking all over the world. That one's Status Quo. Who were like a British rock band who are massive over here, but maybe not so
Yes.
America.
We know who Status Quo was.
You will. You'll know who they are.
Thank you, Lucky.
Thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Lucky.
I'm gonna go potty. I'll be right back.
Go Pate.
Mama,
She's gonna go partying without us.
Just
she's
cute.
I'm
cute
gonna
and
go
mad.
pee. I'm gonna go pee without you.
Take
But I'm
pictures. I mean,
gonna get
wipe
this
twice.
man. Pull my
Pull my
trigger
trigger.
now.
Back to front,
Instead.
Lisa. I mean,
Now he's fed.
Life
front
has
to back.
just
That's what I meant.
begun. And now I'm gonna throw it all away. Oh, dun, dun. It's a dream. Good morning, any neighbours in the vicinity?
Make you cry if I'm not back.
There's time tomorrow. Carry on and carry on. Think of my SOS if nothing really matters. Too late.
I see
Dun,
a silhouette
dun,
of
my
wife.
boyfriend's come. Dun, dun. Shh.
I see a silhouette of a little man.
Scaramouche, will you possibly buy me a sausage?
Yes, Bruce. Amazing as it may seem, women could actually go to the bathroom by themselves.
Not always. Some need guidance.
Sometimes.
Especially blind, limbless ones.
How do you know they don't have one of those little vacuum tubes where they can control their motion share?
Well, if I had a vacuum tube, all I'd be singing is the start of Bon Jovi. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wouldn't have no time to do anything else, Captain Jack.
Woo, 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 woo. You get a little. You get a little.
Johnny
Well,
used to
anyway.
sit on the toilet.
Can you get a refund?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I don't know, Gianna.
clearly says on the ticket, no refunds and no reentry.
Mm-hmm. Never give free re-entry. When those fuckers have left, they've left.
Hot Rod would like you to do. Will you do the farm dangle? Thunderbolt of lightning, very, very frightening to me.
Good for him. I'm drinking a Coca-Cola, having a cigarette, and looking at inappropriate pictures of badgers. Not badgers, bloody hell.
Picture.
New laws are coming in this week into this country. We find out within the next 2 days.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, communism.
Oh, fuck, I don't know what's going on. What's to do with the virus, yeah. The north of England spreading like wildfire.
Yeah, it's kind of no matter what you do.
Probably shut everything down again. Baby Mercy won't be home tonight. Oh, you don't waste no time at all. Don't hear the bell, but you answer the call. Comes to you as to us all. Yeah. Then we're waiting for the hammer to fall. Dun, 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 dun. No, I'm gonna get into it properly when I shut up. That's dumb. Nice silence. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. You know.
We were listening to you sing.
Well, I was only doing half of it properly. I needed 2 voices. That was Queen, Hammer to Fall from The Works. See? He agrees. Can anybody find me? Dun, dun. I work hard. He works hard every single day of my life. I put my sausages to the bone. He works hard. I like sausage.
Not that I could say Hot Rod.
Is Gareth still in chat?
Um,
My dearest banana.
I think so.
Hot Rod, I don't go out anywhere, so I don't really see any cars driving around. Like
A friend who I went to school with was Brian May's guitar tech. Oh wow, that's absolutely.
The only time I ever see cars driving around is on videos on the internet.
And Gianna said yes. She's still in chat.
Sit on my face and tell me that you love me. That's it. Fucking hell. Sinking ship. What'd you get for your birthday, Doris?
I got a little coffee plaque.
Did you get any money, Doris?
I did get some money during Jimmy's stream Thursday night.
Oh, did he hand it over? I was watching.
That money from his super chats, he probably won't give me till he gets paid from YouTube. But some like Mike and Shannon put money in my PayPal.
Oh.
And Ganna said, "Not until you take a bath, gamer."
I do need a bath. I smell like Jimmy right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ganna. I know what that smells like.
I wished I looked like him though. I'd be a ladies' man. Agreed.
Agreed.
If you looked like Gary Newman, you'd be a ladies' man.
If I didn't look like a fucking tumor or on an arsehole, I'd be a ladies' man cap. Unfortunately, I don't look very good these days. I am aging horrendously. I was a good-looking man once. I used to have golden locks.
Golden?
Yeah, no, that's bullshit, isn't it, really?
I thought you were a ginger.
Just talking Hitler's dream. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and wet shit. Didn't you win, Doris? Didn't you win the competition today, by the way?
Yes.
Because I missed 15 minutes of it. Did you get the prizes?
I did.
I had to stop. I had to stop doing the quiz so much because the side of my fridge is just covered in their prizes.
Oh. Yeah, and I only won because Fluffy had to go tend to his tomatoes. So he missed 2 questions.
Tomatoes.
So I only beat him by 2 questions.
It was
3
medieval
questions.
England. It was medieval England, weren't it? So I couldn't even do the bloody quiz.
Yeah, it was medieval. It wasn't medieval England. It was just medieval. Which,
Hey,
of course, had
Lisa,
to be
how long
around
are we
about
going
England,
tonight?
Europe.
I'm going to 3.
Only reason I was doing so well is because I lived it.
And Hot Rod, no, I have not seen the Umbrella Court vehicles driving around.
I said the same thing. I'm like, not that I could say.
Umbrella court vehicles would look like your nan's sweets that I used to eat.
Gana, I don't know. Jimmy, do you know when the next debate is?
That's not
No,
a
I
joke
don't.
either.
There isn't one.
No, they cancelled it yesterday.
Trump refuses to participate.
Because he's just too easy for him.
No, it's Trump wants to do a debate without a moderator.
Well, because they can't. They keep coming up with communist moderators. So, you know.
Jason Tail Outdoors, hello.
Thank you, Chase and Tail.
And thank you.
No, the problem is that Trump and Pence were moaning the other day that Kamala and Biden, they keep trying to change the rules, yet they are as well.
Yeah.
There is some hypocrisy in Trump, what he's doing, and he does need to learn the rules, shut up as well, which I know sounds nasty, but he can't just stand there on a stage just shouting over everyone. He made himself look a bit
Yeah, they all kind of do that.
outsiders.
Though. They all do that. Every debate I've ever watched in my life, they do that.
No.
Yeah.
The
Not
old
as bad
presidential
as
debates,
Trump,
they used to
Jimmy.
sit there and
Not as
talk
bad
to
as
each
Trump.
other.
Not as bad
They-
as Trump or Biden or Kamala. They all do it. They all do it. Every tree. Yeah, maybe someone gets a little itchy more here or there, whatever. But they all
Pence
do
was fantastic.
it.
No,
Who?
Pence was fantastic.
Yeah, but he still talked over her. And
But he
why?
did it. He
'cause
did
that
it in a
bullshit fucking
diplomatic
lady-
way.
That lady who the moderator was cutting him short all the time.
It's different, Jimmy.
No,
It was the way that Pence handled
he
it
held
was
himself differently. Yes.
It's presidential. I'm not sitting here
We
I'm not
didn't
gonna
hire.
say
We didn't hire Trump to be presidential.
well you did.
No,
The term.
we
Yeah, you
hired him
did.
to save this fucking country.
You hired him to
And you
be
don't have to-
president.
He's not a politician. We didn't hire him for his political value. We hired him to do a fucking job, and he's good at doing it.
Yes, Jimmy, but at the end of the day, he represents us and he made us look
Yeah,
like an ass.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but Lisa,
doesn't
that's
mean he's-
right. The problem
just-
is with America at the moment, you do need someone who's going to get the job done because too many people are backstabbing and bitching and whinging and complaining and farting in the background. Nothing's getting achieved. America's going downhill real
Exactly.
quick.
And how is that justified by someone on stage talking over someone else constantly? How does that justify
And
getting
they,
the job
doesn't
and they
done?
justify
resorted
it.
to childish
There is no
behavior,
justification. There
calling
doesn't
each other
have to
names.
be.
It
Trump
deal,
is a Trump is a buffoon, and the people don't care that he's a buffoon. They care that he's
Exactly.
getting things done.
Oh, I
exactly
care he's
because
a
he gets
buffoon.
things done.
I care
So-
he's a buffoon. I do. I just don't say nothing because
Okay,
I don't
but
care
would
how
you
much of
rather
a
the
jackass the guy
would you
is, as long
rather
as he
vote
does
for
his
the
fucking
other
job.
guy? Sorry.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Would you rather vote
Lisa.
for the other guy that doesn't even know where he is?
No, I'm not
Why-
getting into this debate. I'm just
I-
saying. Hold on, let
I
me
don't-
say. I get
No,
what
no,
Gabe is
Lisa,
saying.
hold on.
Hold on, no, let me
Sorry.
say what I gotta say. He asked
Hold on,
me.
Lisa.
Hold on,
Hold on,
Jimmy.
Lisa.
Hold on,
Hold on, Lisa.
you jerk. This is the thing, and this is what Game was saying, and I get it. This is the man that represents our country.
Hmm?
So when he goes up and he does the stupid, idiotic shit that he does, it makes us all look bad. To be an
Okay,
asshole and to do everything he's doing for this country and the fighting and all that, that's fine. But when you're on national television and you're representing this country, represent us. Don't make us look like
He
assholes.
is. He's
Don't make
trying.
us look like
He's
hold on.
trying.
uneducated
He's
motherfuckers.
trying. Okay.
Hold on,
He's
Lisa.
trying. And he's
Let me
been
point
nothing
this
but
out to you.
fucking fought back,
Yeah, okay,
dragged down,
fine.
dragged through the mud from day one because he's trying to get rid of all those scumbags in there. That's why they hate him, because he's cleaning up the fucking place. You know how many
And not only that,
politicians
I'm
have been
not talking
fired?
about what he's
no,
doing
hold on.
there,
Hey,
Jimmy.
hey, do I have to mute you too? Here's the thing you got to remember, Lisa. He can't
Oh,
make
right.
America look any worse than the Bush family did. He can't make anything look any worse than
What Obama did?
What's name with a cigar and Monica Lewinsky shit did. He can't make
Yeah.
anyone look any worse than those at the moment. And at the
Uh-huh.
moment, for the last 30 years, America looks like a joke. I'm telling you that from the
And
outside.
the
Trump
disrespect.
is not doing any worse, but one thing I can guarantee from what we can see out here is he's cleaning up the shit that has
Yes,
developed
that I
over the last 30
appreciate.
years,
That I
and he
Thank you,
appreciate.
is
Gaffer.
getting the job done.
That's what I appreciate. I said that's what I appreciate. I
You
did say
know,
that.
you said hold on, gamer, like 30 minutes ago, and I've just been sitting here waiting.
All right,
I've
hold
just
on.
been sitting here
Hold on.
waiting.
Let
No,
me
it's
finish, 'cause
fine.
I don't never get to say nothing.
Let me finish, you cheeky bitch. I've been
I
standing here for
want you
10 minutes.
cheeky
Let me
motherfucker.
fucking.
All right, go on,
Jesus Christ. No, fuck you. Do you know what? This is why you guys can't have debates. Because you speak over each other. The point improvement. A debate is
Uh-huh. You're
one
supposed to
person
speak over
and
each
one
other. That's
person.
how you get things done.
Jimmy, stop weebling for 1 minute. Right. I forgot what I was going to say now. Fuck you all. I'm just going to sit here.
Classic.
and another thing that is bothering me, and everyone's gonna make excuses for him and pat him on his back and say it's okay that he did it. But when he mysteriously got over the coronavirus as fast as he did, that tweet he made was disrespectful to everybody that truly lost a family member to the coronavirus. That's all I want.
Okay, fair enough.
What
Don't do
tweet?
it again, Trump. Rightio, that's it, done.
What tweet?
Well,
No,
he
no.
didn't fake it. He definitely had the virus.
I don't know
just
what
think
tweet
that
you're talking about.
I think the New Yorker in him would have come out, the businessman, and he just wanted to get the fuck to work, to be honest.
I do too.
I don't know what tweet you're talking about. What are you talking about?
How do you not know? It's been everywhere,
I
Captain.
don't watch TV.
It ain't been just on TV. They've been talking about it on YouTube everywhere.
I've been sleeping a lot today.
Hold on.
What?
Have they talked about it in Jimmy's stream, in Doris's stream, in Lisa's stream, in NBA's stream? Because that's where I've been.
He did some rockers earlier, NBA, didn't he?
Right,
Yeah,
Kenna?
but
How about them Cowboys?
That
they
was
suck.
a good ass. That was a good ass show. I enjoyed listening to that earlier. He was getting really
Yep.
fucking into it. Really fucking into
He
it.
does when he's had a few of his moonshine. He really lets it down.
I was on Gemma's stream for over close to 4 hours today because it was her birthday.
You know when he's getting into it because he faces sideways off the camera, doesn't he? And starts
Yeah.
looking at the wall, and he's just like,
Yeah.
dun, 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 and I'm like, go on. There's me sitting there having a, what do you call it? Hoedown? I don't know. I'm dancing anyway.
Hoot nanny.
Yeah,
Hootenanny. You having a hootenanny?
that's the kind of shit I'd like at a wedding reception. I'd love to live where he lives. When he showed the picture in that video the other day of his back garden up on the edge of that little mountain, I was like, yep. Oh, that'd be perfect. Far away from civilization.
Unfortunately, Christina, outside of America, it was both the Bush family. The whole Bush family screwed America to the wall as best as they could possibly can. The only stupid was they left the clown as the last person to be laughing at America while they were doing it.
What, are you on about senior or junior?
Both. Senior screwed America to the wall in the background and did all this shit to guarantee his son was going to get in. And then his son was a clown and laughed at America the whole time he was fucking it up.
Yeah, I know.
In his last few months of being president, he was drunk in Dallas in his mansion. Read his book,
He
the president's book.
did a pretty good job of 9/11, though. I thought Bush. He handled it
He
pretty
did,
well.
he did do nothing in 9/11. The
No, he
fucking
didn't.
I tell you, everybody
No,
else did it for him, and he took the credit.
no, he didn't. And when he couldn't figure out how to solve the problem, he went back to Dallas and stayed drunk. Read his book. He wrote it about. I'm making it up. I read his autobiography after he left the White House and got sober. He admits the last 6 months of his presidency, the 9/11 thing overwhelmed him, and he stayed drunk in Dallas in his house. And
Yeah,
his
I'm not
vice president,
surprised. I'm not
his vice
surprised.
president ran this country.
Yeah.
And you think Obama did even better?
I
Obama
loved
had
I loved his stage presence. I'm sorry, but I loved how he used to
no.
just go onto
I'm
that
not saying he
stage and
didn't, but
nod and
he
go,
handed
all
America
right.
to the lefties, and that's where it was the wrong place to put it. No, we can't hear you, Jimmy. Can't hear you. Can't hear you, Jimmy.
When Obama was president, he changed. We got the Obamacare, okay, and if you didn't have insurance, they charged you like $500. All right, but to buy insurance when Obamacare was around, it'd cost you twice what it does right now.
Well, not only that, but at my job at the time, I had a state job, and I ended up paying 3 times the amount for my state insurance
Yep.
once that plan went into effect, because I was basically paying for all the people that couldn't afford to pay
Yep.
for their insurance.
Yep. It sucked.
He said he handed it to the lefties, and they had
Couldn't
a field
afford it.
day. And all I've seen Trump do ever since he got into the office is kick out everybody and get rid of everything that was done by the previous
Thank you,
governments that
Wolfie.
he didn't
Thank
think
you. I was
Yeah,
gonna
but a
say
lot of
that.
the
it,
country get to where it was.
a lot of that was caused because the people were incompetent or stealing or cheating.
Thank you,
People,
Fishing.
people who
Christina, I
were
was gonna
employed
say that
by the
too,
other
but
governments.
every time I say I'm an Obama supporter, I get cursed out. So I stay quiet. But thank you.
I don't care if you're a Obama
Yeah,
supporter.
it's passed. That's passed. You know,
Lisa, it's okay. Okay.
it's passed.
If
It's
you like
done.
Obama, you like Obama, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's
And
the end.
if you're not a Trump supporter, that's okay, because someone's got to be not a supporter. But the issue being is, if you're going to be blinded by it all, sorry.
And now me and Captain Jerk has had this conversation and about Donald Trump because he asked me how I feel. And I don't know if Captain remembers this conversation. But I said the same things I despise of this man and can't stomach is the same reason why he's the man to run this country. I've already said that.
Right.
He has
Unfortunately,
said a few things though that have been bollocks.
I'm not a party voter, by the way.
I'll give you one example. When he first got in and he went about the Boeing, the presidential plane fleet that he wants renewed, and he said 3.2 billion's too expensive, and he's going to haggle it down and haggle it down. And then he quietly signed that deal for like 4.2 billion, which was a billion more than original. And he didn't ever say it on TV. But things like that, he was supposed to be haggling them, saving the country money, and then spent a billion more than the original deal because he threw a tantrum and fucked up Boeing stocks. Things like this.
No, because
So
he couldn't get the shit passed unless he padded it with shit to make the Democrats happy.
But now you're justifying. Well, okay, so if he can't
That's what
do
happens, though.
anything,
That's what happens. And in order for him to get passed, he has to fucking put in all this other crap for money to go other places so that
happens in
freaking
all politics in all countries.
Hold on. Can I reply to one of Christina's things? Christina, I'm gonna give you my reasoning on why I think both Bushes started their war. Their family made their millions in oil.
Oh my God, Go Fish is here.
That's
Well,
why.
fish.
That's
Hey, go
why.
fish.
That's why there was
Hello.
Desert Storm, and that's why there was Desert Shield because of oil. Plain and simple. Not to protect this country
Yeah,
because
we know.
we let the motherfucker go both times when we went over there. It was for their greed, their fortune. It wasn't for the good of this country. That's just my feeling on it, and I'll let it
This
go.
is why I'm not
And
a
on,
party voter.
and on saying that, Go Fish.
I go fish.
Good day.
Hello.
Oh, what up, girl?
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Doing good.
You too, fit, Christina.
You'll
Good
have to
night,
excuse me
Christina. Love you.
you'll have to excuse me
Night.
for a minute, folks. I'm a bit lightheaded.
Well,
Uh,
thank you for joining us,
I,
Goldfish.
I think
You're
we need a
welcome.
song
It's
now.
fun with you guys.
Hmm.
Um, um, um,
Hot
um.
Rod wants pickles. And
Pickles?
Gana likes
Bye.
strawberry ice cream.
Okay.
It's like a pickle buddy.
Oh,
see.
dude, that would be nasty.
Well, it
Oh.
depends on the kind of pickles you use.
Ugh.
All right, Christina, thank you for coming. Thank you for adding your 2 cents worth.
Night, Christina.
We'll give you
Christina.
change on the next one.
We'll see ya.
Hey, Nora, I sent you a link if you want to join for the next half hour that I'm on.
Sweet
40,
Lucy was
whatever
a
it is.
sausage.
Hello, Nora.
Hey, no, Nora. Great to have you.
Interplanetary fisting, Nora. I like fisting today.
Looks like he's gonna lurk.
You want
Hi,
a
Nora.
musical? Can we have a musical interlude to change the mood?
What mood are we in?
Not, depends.
I thought Go Fish changed the mood.
Oh, we did, but
Hello,
I just felt like,
Maria.
like a clean cut.
Every
Hi,
night
Marie.
in my dreams, I see you, I feel you.
Hey, Marie,
There you
how you
I
doing?
got a tune that you probably won't even get copyrighted on.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I said that about her
I
bloody
like how it
starting.
says that. I'm not supposed to be getting copyright claims on our intro neither, but I am.
Are
What
you?
about Peace Sells by Megadeth?
Show me your intro, Lisa, and I'll make you one.
No, it's good. The one guy from made us, but the song on it keeps getting me copyright claims.
Yeah, but
And
mine
it's
will be
supposed to be
better.
royalty free.
I disputed it. We'll see what happens.
It's on the YouTube royalty free songs.
Come and shake your body, baby, to the conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come and shake your body, baby, to the conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Don't you find it inside to that conga beat?
Well, that was enlightening.
I didn't realize it was a 5-minute song. So sorry.
Oh,
All right. Good night, beautiful. Thank you for coming fishing with
Good
Christina.
night, Christina.
I hate
Hello,
Diet Cola.
Dicola.
later, Christina.
Hi to all
Bye.
those people who came in, and bye to all those people who left.
Hello, hello. Goodbye,
I
goodbye.
hate Diet Cola. How you doing?
Chasing
Okay.
Cows Outdoors says hello, Go Fish Office.
Come on, everybody, do the conga with a sausage.
The conga with a
Mwah.
sausage.
Bye, Christina.
Good night, Christina.
Good night. Anyways,
That is a different version of that song.
you liked that, didn't you?
I like that guy's page.
Good night, Christina.
He has some interesting videos.
Yeah, just about every one of them.
About a year ago, maybe less, Skeeter sent me this link to this YouTube page because I like the Backstreet Boys and they basically make fun of them. Yeah.
Back end boys.
No, it wasn't called the Back End Boys. I don't remember what it was. I have to go look. I know this song both ways. Married a metalhead. Oh, that good, Maria.
Yes,
Yeah, I know.
yes, Marie. Yes, you did.
Marie. Sorry, I keep calling you my middle name. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I can't talk. I'm tired.
You've gotta see her.
Yeah, I've been out of
Ding,
it all
ding,
day.
ding.
Oh, so we're going to call it then.
No,
Not yet. 3 o'clock. We got time.
we've got another hour and 25 minutes.
No,
left,
we
yeah.
don't.
Another
Fox
15
He's at
minutes.
church
does a
tomorrow,
cool version of
gamer.
What does the fox say? Oh,
What's tomorrow?
I go to church.
Sunday.
And when are we going to discuss things?
As soon as possible. Monday
Now.
I'm off.
Let's do it now.
No, Hannah's not here.
Yeah, fuck Hannah. She should be here. It's her fault.
I'd like to.
She was in chat.
She was in chat.
I know why she's not here.
She had a token. She got stoned and went to sleep.
Jason Tail Outdoors. Hey.
She's not a fan of my Orthodox Jewish ways.
You know, gamer, she loves you. Knock it off. She calls you a song tease, but she loves you. She told you your voice makes her moist.
It does.
All right, Gainer.
Yeah, Dicola, it's 3 o'clock. Lisa's
Gets her ready
time
for work.
that the stream
Yeah.
ends.
Yep. That's a good way of putting it, gamer. Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow, Doris will be sending me a shitty link.
So gamers should have the song "I Just Called You Up to Make You Wet."
I do make certain ladies.
Quiver?
Well, I've been known to dry a few up.
Gainer.
Gaffer, aka the Sahara.
No, the Simpson, mate. The Simpson.
Just so you know, Gainer, she stopped talking to Gamer like that out of respect for you. But before, it used to be funny as fuck because Gamer didn't know really how to respond at first.
Well, no, that's not true. I tried to be civil and keep a bit of decorum.
Civility is overrated. As long as we can
not.
all freaking, like get along, what does it matter?
Can't we just all get along?
Even in the olden days during wars, we used to call each other sir before shooting each other to shit.
That's very polite of you.
But yeah, it's true.
Yeah, gentlemen and scholars. Good day to you, sir. Now I'm going to shoot you.
And then we met the Scots who ran at you screaming in skirts. And they absolutely decimated us time upon time upon time again.
And skirts.
Glorious,
And
glorious
skirts.
country. Fucking glorious people.
How are
That's
you
because
doing,
they were in
Doris?
skirts. You didn't know whether they were men or
I
women. You
am
didn't know whether you meant to
good.
Oh
hit
my
them or run.
God,
How are
Ganna.
you?
I
Doing
didn't hear
good.
you, Go Fish.
Oh, I just asked Doris how she's doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
My name's not Doris, but I'm fine, thank you, Go Fish.
Well, how are you doing?
No, how's Doris doing? Thank you.
I already answered, Gamer.
Yes, you did.
Oh shit.
You missed it.
I don't know how to answer that question.
I'm fine, thank
Really?
you.
I
Fish,
don't.
go fish, office, go fish, office, go. I hope you're fine too.
I am fine, thank you.
Thank you.
She is now. She wasn't until you did that.
Mhm.
She was having withdrawal symptoms.
uh,
And Ganna, I think there's an ulterior motive behind you wanting her to take a bite out of him. Just saying. I'm just gonna throw that out there, Ganna.
Yes.
And Maria said, "So do I open it or not and have lotion for the dry dot 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 dot? Oh Lord."
Ghana only wants me for my visa.
if
But
you
the
have
feeling's
lotion for the dryness and beard,
feeling's
that's a party.
mutual. You're all welcome
Just
to our
saying.
visa exchange party, by the way. As soon as I get my visa, I'm going up to Mark. I'm going, ha, I ain't getting me, motherfucker. Waving in his face. And then call him. In front of him.
Sounds like somebody turned their vibrator on. Now Jimmy and Doris is distracted. I see why they get along so well.
Hey, you can turn your vibrator on all
What are
you
you
want
talking
as long
about?
as you don't chip your teeth on it.
I was just making sure my alarm was set for tomorrow.
Mm.
So I don't
did that already.
oversleep.
I checked.
Hey, Joey, go and get me some coffee. I'm learning my American accent when I come over, so when I've got my revolver on my side, they don't question me when I have a British accent and no license.
Oh shit.
Because that's the first thing I'm doing when I land. After I've waved my American and British flag in my American UK outfit and danced to James Brown's Living in America in the airport, I go outside and then, seriously, that's happening. First thing I do when I'm landing, phone's out, Living in America, in the fucking airport. I don't give a shit what people think. It's been my dream since a kid. I'm going straight to the gun store. Straight there. I don't care if they don't allow me to, I'm going straight to the Colt Peacemaker and I'm just going to cry. Or the Colt 1911 and I'm just going to cry. I'm just going to cry. It's going to be
So
glorious.
when I see a breaking news, mad British man arrested at airport, I can go up.
British
I know
man.
that guy.
British man escorted to the loony hatch because he just broke down in outer tears.
Ganna's already warned me about gun etiquette over there. Apparently, they'll assess you before they let you hold it, and then even when you hold it, you're not allowed to wave it about or anything. So I
And
don't
they
really
don't
know.
give you the bullets.
I don't want the bullets. I want to grab it. I want there to be tumbleweed rolling through that store, and then someone stares at me, and I stare at them, and then it's just fast draw, and I pull it out of that hip, single action. I pull that fucking hammer back with one hand and squeeze the trigger with the other, and then he fakes falling on the floor, dying like, ugh. And then there's wow wow wow, and then I give the man the gun back, and I'm fine. I can fuck off home. My American dream's done. Yeah, you do not know how desperate. I know. I was explaining to Ganna the other day. It's not the fact that it's a gun, Doris. Like you've got some men with cars. And you can't even. It's not like a Colt 1911 or a Peacemaker. You can't go on a massacre with it. It's not about being a murdering machine. It's the ingenuity of them. It's the design. They're just beautiful, and I just want to have it on my fucking hip and just. Are you feeling lucky, punk?
So now we have to go back to wah wah wah.
The Wild Wild West.
I can't wait.
I know,
mean-
Ganna. He's gonna have to
Ganna, let
learn
him
when he
have
gets
his
there.
dream. Let
That
him have it.
Peacemaker may only have 6 bullets, but that's all you fucking need. And I'll tell you
Yes,
what,
Ganna. Yes,
Good.
yeah. And hold on. Let's be realistic here, Ganna. That's not how it works if he goes by the gun legally. But if you take him to the hood and they pop open the trunk of the car, that's how it works. Okay, let's be honest here. Okay,
You
the
don't
shit
even
that
have to be a
was grinded
citizen.
off.
You can be a resident. As soon as you're a resident in the USA, you're entitled to a firearm. It's awesome.
No.
Yes,
Hold
yes.
on.
Yeah,
You're
Hold on. In
entitled to
excuse
own
me.
some
one.
states,
Don't hold on, madam. I was going to say it is in certain states, and second of all, I've already sought advice into this, and it is true. So what? Don't make me have my first stand
Yeah,
up with you.
you're entitled to own one. Yeah, as long as you're
So,
not a felon.
Yeah, if you move to Texas, every time you buy a carton of cigarettes, they give you a free gun.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you still have to pass the background check and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't want nothing, as I told you before,
that
nothing
is true
special.
too, Ganna. That is
Just
true.
a 1911 or a Peacemaker, and then a double barrel or a pump under pump. That's all I want. I'll be
I
happy
did.
with that.
Ganna, I didn't mean he would last. I'm just saying realistically, But I agree with you.
yeah, and
No one
depending on the state you're in, depends on the gun that you will be able to buy, because some guns are illegal in some states,
Yep.
and
Well,
they won't sell them.
Nobody's gonna fuck with me, Doris, when I'm riding into
Right.
Walmart on horseback with my revolver and cowboy hats and
Oh,
sweaters.
they're gonna fuck with you. They're
They
gonna
ain't gonna
give you a
fuck with
pretty
me.
jacket that hugs yourself.
I'll
In
say, excuse us.
Some states, you ain't even going to be able to buy a gun until you give them a couple $100 and wait a month.
And for
That don't bother
instance,
me.
in the state of New Hampshire, Walmart doesn't even sell guns anymore.
Don't
A
bother
lot of
me.
Walmarts aren't selling guns anymore.
I've already got a gun. It's on my side.
And
I've got a horse.
Wilma, those are just the border towns, the ones that border Massachusetts.
You're in fucking Texas. Of course your Walmart does.
I've called my horse, by the way, Shadowfax, after the White Horse in Lord of the Rings. It's already done. It's sealed in stone.
Will be said. Want to make sure a gamer never gets to hold a gun in the States? Tell them to watch a YouTube stream.
I agree, Ganna. I agree.
You're
Ron.
gonna see. You're gonna be
Hey,
very
Ron.
impressed when I start shooting some of those targets. How is that Englishman firing that gun? Just because they're illegal over here, don't mean we fiddle with them. Just need to make that public. It's like common fucking knowledge. I'm gonna show
Hey,
you some
Ron.
wizard shit. Wizard
Hi.
shit.
Hi, Ron
Yes.
and
Yes.
Lisa.
Yes.
Thank you for
I'm gonna
having me.
You're
I
welcome.
have 2 revolvers.
It's a pleasure as always.
I'm gonna
Have
have 4
fun.
revolvers.
Take it easy,
Bye,
everybody.
Fluffy.
Hey, Fluffer.
Ah,
Fluffer.
God bless Gaffer.
Pardon.
One shot left. Done.
One and done.
One and done.
Yeah, I had one shot left. I just fired all my shots out of my revolvers. Now I've got to reload them, and it's
Pull
slow
out,
time.
pull out the jammy and you squeeze all 6.
No,
Yeah,
I
she's
got
still
to
alive,
I
Ron,
got
but
to
I'm ending in a few minutes.
spin these motherfuckers and pop them out one by one.
Ganna, I will pray for you. I will pray for you, beautiful.
And Jimmy, you'll be happy to know I am the one that's going to fight my way into the bed.
Oh, good. About time that dog learned to sleep on your side of the bed.
Well, you're never in your side of the fucking bed sleeping.
Right.
With me.
Yeah, I am.
She stays on his side of the bed till he comes to bed, and then once he
And
comes
have to
to
yell
bed,
at
she
her.
cuddles with
Mhm.
me.
Oh,
It's
cute.
like, really? It's just so I have to yell at her. I swear to God.
There has been times where she'll be right up against me. She'll hear him go to the bathroom, which
Yes.
means he's coming to bed. And then she gets on his side of the bed.
Yeah, nightly routine.
Mhm.
Yep. Just for him. Like I said that to him that a couple of times when she's done that. I'm like, I swear it's just so you tell her, get out of my bed.
I know it is.
Or she'll be in the recliner when he walks into the bathroom. And when he comes out, she's on his side of the bed.
Malia, you can get another beer if you like. I'm going to bed. I will see everybody tomorrow on Jimmy's stream.
Later, Jim. Later,
Don't
Gamer.
Uh-huh.
forget, everybody, Jimmy
Doris?
C goes
Goodbye,
live tomorrow
everybody.
night.
Bye,
Selfish
everybody.
Alex.
Say everybody
Bye.
love
Thank
Jimmy.
you.
And
Love
Lisa.
you. Bye. Toodles.
Have a good night.
Oh,
Have a
God
good
bless.